I gotta do it in dramatic fashion.
Audio's on. Are you gonna take it off piece by piece?
Yeah, dramatic fashion.
Shit gonna be tight.
Shit gonna be old as shit. Little fur gonna be still as shit.
Like a motherfucker. And that's why I got my pick on deck, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
I'm gonna share this motherfucker. I'm gonna go share the YouTube live.
Yeah.
Ready to start, guys?
Let's get it going.
I was born ready.
Nigga, my name is ready.
There will be a commercial though. So.
Yeah. Bang Bang Henny Gang.
Who this?
If you want to be official member of our Bang Bang Henny Gang, all you gotta do is subscribe to our Patreon right here. Subscribe to it. All it takes is $10. Just $10.
Two $5 bills. All you gotta do is go to our Patreon right here and spend two $5 bills, $10. Become part of Henny Gang. Become a sponsor. Get shouted out as a sponsor every Sunday.
Man, listen, we are here. Man. We live. We lit every Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Y'all can get in on the action with us, man. You want to see us more? You want to be involved more? Tap in, tune in. MF Reddy's gonna be here. MF Stick's gonna be here. J Luck gonna be here. Tops is definitely gonna be in the building. So
that's right, guys. It just takes $10. Do you like the show? Do you like what we bring to the table every single week? Just takes $10. Be a part of Bang Bang Henny Gang. Be an official sponsor of the show. Get a shout out every single week.
Become part of the Henny Gang.
All it takes is $10. Subscribe to our Patreon. Hey. J Luck.
Yo. Ow! Everything lit. Welcome to another episode of Henny After Dark. Tops with this 18.
Everything
lit. Lit.
Episode 18.
Lit. Got the hoodie up.
Lit.
Trayvon Martin.
Everything lit. Lit. Lit gang. What up?
Fire block, stay lit. Them niggas ain't this. Take a pic, flick this. Get your Instagram lit. Two twins trying to make a look
sandwich. Everything lit. Two twins trying to make a luck sandwich. What up? What up? What up out there, y'all? How y'all feeling out there?
Bang Bang Henny Gang.
We back and round.
We in the building.
How y'all feeling?
We live. We lit. We in this bitch. And we doing a couple things different this week. Feel me? As you can see, for those that don't know, we are now streaming live on YouTube.
Man, round of applause that, Todd. That's big.
We are now streaming live on a bunch of other shit.
We everywhere.
We are live. We are lit.
Make sure you check us out on Twitch. Make sure you check us out on Periscope, YouTube.
There we go.
We everywhere.
We everywhere. We in the building. We all over.
And the mosh pit's gonna be hella lit because we got all the comments compiled tonight.
Can they see all the comments too?
He gonna blow.
Nah, but
he gonna pull them up there.
They can see them wherever they're at, but not all of them. But I'll be posting them if they're good.
Oh, it's lit.
So again,
how y'all feeling out there though, man? Are we? First of all, let me give a round of applause for the birthday boy celebrating his big birthday weekend.
Hey man, thank you, appreciate that.
High five.
Happy to be here.
Shots.
Why the fuck? Yeah, let's take some shots, Stick. Here you go, Stick. Pour them up, Stick. You gonna take some shots? You take the shots. I'm out the bottle with mine. Fuck you, man. It's my birthday.
It's his birthday.
That's how I'm feeling tonight. How y'all feeling out there, man? This is episode 18 of Hennessy at the Dark. Henny at the Dark.
While we
HADXXX if you're nasty.
while we waiting for our guest. Nah, I mean.
You know, however you feel about it.
If y'all taking shots with us,
It's only if you're
let us see you drop the shots in the comments. You know how we do.
Let's go ahead and get this thing started right.
Gotta go ahead and get the show started.
Get this thing started right.
This is a drinking show. This is a smoking show.
So let's smoke.
The non-smoking section is over there.
We don't care about that section.
Just the non-drinking section.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna drink today, pal.
You can go ahead and slide you one around there.
Oh, you're gonna feel a shot tonight, Bucko.
Tops. We're gonna swing around there at the tops.
Bullshit.
Feel me? We gonna keep everything on the up and up. You know what I mean? Keep everything focused.
Okay.
So how was your weekend, Brody?
My weekend was good, man. Relaxing.
Relaxing.
I had a good weekend, man.
How was your weekend, Brody?
It's cool. Laid back.
What about you, Tops?
Pretty good weekend, man. Let me think. I had a wedding yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. So that was awesome. Wedding season. You gotta love wedding season. I got 2 next weekend.
It's cuffing season. It's cuffing season. You know what's going on. It's getting cold outside. The corners is getting lonely. You feel me? The stores is closing early.
Everything shutting down.
Everything closing early, feel me? It's cuffing season.
Everything shutting down, man. Got
Hey.
hot in this motherfucker.
Cause you got on a hat, a headband, an afro, and a hoodie.
Hey, mind your fucking business, huh? Rapping for my man J No one time.
Go, Jay, no, go.
J No, go. Go, J No.
Said he repping for the, you gotta,
Hold on to me. Got my headline on LeBron.
on LeBron.
On LeBron.
I had my shit on LeBron. Hold on. Hairline on LeBron. Let
Oh
me
shit,
fix
who's
that
winning?
shit.
Who's winning right now?
I don't know.
I gotta pull that up.
I don't know. What up to the mosh pit, y'all?
What up, what up, what up? We
Shout
see
out
y'all
to
in
J
there.
No. Respect the grind.
Respect the grind.
Respect the grind.
It's over.
So what's the score?
71-43.
Who up?
What? LA up.
Oh yeah, it's over. LA, we got that one tonight.
Nah.
Run that back. Run that score back.
71-43.
Damn. God damn.
Third quarter.
It is officially over.
Show
It is
down.
it is over.
Nah.
Holy shit.
Nah.
Yeah, they're gonna raise that banner tonight.
Nah. Hey. Hey, yo, it's probably be a fight out that bitch. Nigga, y'all getting y'all ass whooped out that motherfucker.
Damn.
It's happening. It's definitely happening.
Nigga was like, that nigga blew the game the other night. It's come back.
It's happening.
Know what I mean?
So what's going on out there with y'all? How y'all feeling out there?
We got the guests in the waiting room. Okay.
Yeah, let's bring her in
Let's bring our guest in.
momentarily here.
Hello.
Okay. Bang bang Henny gang. We got the lovely
lovely-
Miss Ebony.
How you doing, Miss Ebony?
I'm wonderful.
How you feeling over there?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
What you doing?
I, I was just sitting here listening to music, actually.
Okay. Real regular. Nothing wrong with it.
What's in your playlist?
I have a lot of old school on my playlist. A lot.
When you say old school, what genre?
What age bracket? 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s?
Everything. I take it all the way back to the 50s and 40s. Because I like jazz. I like Billie Holiday.
That's dope.
So, but yeah, I do like, real old school and 80s definitely. But 90s R&B, can't go wrong with that. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
listen to everything though.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
So
that.
for our viewers, could you tell us what your name is, or tell everybody what your name is?
My name is Ebony, but on social media I go by Honey 97.
Honey 97.
Honey,
Yeah.
97.
Okay.
Yes. But you have to add like honey 97.
Oh, like honey.
Pull that up,
Yeah.
Tops.
Is that on Instagram? You said.
97. Yes.
Like honey 97. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we have
A lot of people think it's 97 because of my birth year, and that's not right. So
is 97 your birth year?
no, it's not.
What's your birth
It
year?
was the year my favorite album came out, but it wasn't the year I was born.
What
No.
what genre? And I'm gonna guess the album.
It's considered, I guess, R&B.
Lauryn Hill.
No.
Strike one. Aaliyah.
She's like one of the best selling female artists of our time. So
Was that right? Aaliyah?
what'd you say?
Was it
Nah,
Aaliyah?
She not
Oh, oh.
It's like
No, I'm thinking something 97. Erica Badu.
Nope.
No.
Whitney Houston was like the top selling or some shit like that.
All right, so who was it? What album was it?
Butterfly.
Mariah Carey. I was just getting ready to say Mariah
yeah.
Carey. I was getting ready to say the
Yo,
only one
that-
the
yo,
only
show
two top
enough.
selling was Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston.
Yo, that's
so I was
yeah.
I'm thinking like it was only two that was really like knocking shit out the park like that. Like
Yo, I remember the Butterfly era.
Yeah,
It was going
that's like
crazy.
my favorite album. One of her favorite albums. She's my favorite artist, though. But
hey, look, they said the same thing. Somebody else had said to Mariah. Tiana had said Mariah.
Yeah, Tiana got it right.
Yeah.
She guessed
was
it
on
right.
it.
her music. She know her music.
Sheesh.
She was on it.
Yeah, that's all right.
That was a golden era right there. That's when music was real soulful then. That's when all the music had a
Yeah.
real good meaning to it.
Absolutely.
That mid 90s era.
Yeah.
That like from the
From like
I say-
95 all the way to like
Right.
98.
right. That's when it really had everything had a
Wasn't me and
meaning.
you looking at the videos that all the songs that came out in '98?
Mm-hmm. You had showed me that. You was like, yo, it was hella hits came out.
Yo,
in
hella
98.
hits, bro.
It was
I
like,
already
yo,
know.
You seen that post?
Yeah.
it
I
was
already
like
know.
hella artists, hella albums dropped in 98. Like a lot.
Yeah,
It's real.
a lot of good ones.
Yeah, it was a lot of good ones.
Okay, besides Butterfly, what's your runner up?
As far as albums, like favorite albums?
Albums, artists, music, genre, whatever.
Oh, that's so hard though, because I love music. Like it's really difficult. 'Cause,
All right.
like I love Mariah Carey. I do love Stevie Wonder. He's one of my favorite.
That's dope. I like Steve.
Like I said, I like Billie Holiday, and it's like I like artists for different reasons. So it's hard to choose.
You could tell by your diversity in your artist selection that you just said. So it got to be like a mood feeling. Like, yo, when I'm in a certain mood, I want the smooth
Exactly.
jazz.
Right.
When I'm in a certain
Exactly.
mood,
Yeah, because I even like classic rock, which a lot of people look at me like, "What the fuck?" But I do. Like I listen to like
Nothing
the
wrong.
What
Eagles.
kind of classic rock do
Yeah,
you
that's
like?
why. That,
we got a white guy.
do you like the Eagles? Do you like? Right. Hold on. Do you like the Eagles?
Yes, I love the Eagles. I will turn
That's
their music
fucking-
on, and like my friends looked at me like, "What the fuck are we listening to?"
Hey yo,
That's still I think the highest selling album of all time. I think.
Yeah.
thank you.
Hotel
Yeah.
California.
Listen, they said and listen. These two sitting here looking like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? No, we're not talking about football.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man.
No, we're not
Eagles are
talking about
definitely-
football.
I mean, I like Adam
Usually
Levine.
Killing is one of my favorites.
I like Adam Levine. I'm a fan of Adam
Levine, yeah,
He kills it.
I'm
Every
a fan
time.
of Ed Sheeran too. That's like one of my favorite artists right now. Ed
Remember
Sheeran.
that Adam Levine and Kanye West song? Mm-hmm. Shit was tight.
I like the song he did with Future.
I don't
That
think I
shit was
heard that
hard.
one.
Never heard that one.
That shit hard. It's called Cold.
Never
Let's
heard
put you
it.
on
I
something.
actually recently became a fan of Queen because of their movie.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even
I
watch
didn't know they
that.
did
Brilliant.
half those songs that they
Brilliant.
did.
I didn't even watch that song. I mean, watch that
It was
movie.
it was really good.
I mean, when
It
you
was
think
really
about
good.
the fact that Freddie Mercury, I almost said Eddie Murphy.
Oh, that's true. My man Jay El Paso Watkins. Shout out to Jay. You know he got the podcast. Shout out to the bro. He said he was waiting for you to say
he's doing
Sade.
podcast.
He was waiting for you to say Sade.
Sade. Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, I
damn,
do
that's-
like Sade.
I'm
I
like,
was
that's a
listening to her actually
classic.
earlier
That's a
today.
classic.
Definitely.
Classic.
Yeah, she's definitely up there. Her with Anita Baker. You know how they do the versus battle? I'm waiting for that.
So you would
Yo,
put
that would
Sade
be
with Anita Baker?
Yeah, I
That'd
think
be
that would be
crazy.
good.
That'd be crazy.
That's
Who do you have winning?
dope. Sade got a fucking. She
I
got
think Sade win
She
that.
has a fucking catalog extensive.
She does.
Like her
She
shit.
does.
Yeah, her shit was banging.
But I
Sure.
think the thing is, Anita Baker has a lot of songs, but I don't think she has as many hits as Sade. So, but
It'll
they
be
can
hard.
go.
Yeah, they
as
could go far, like they
songs.
vocals and stuff, far like they singing abilities. But when you get in them versus battles and they gonna go hit for hit,
Yeah.
Sade
Yeah,
gonna
Sade
have
would
a
definitely
lot
win.
more hits.
Hey, fun fact that people might not know: Sade was not her name.
Oh yeah,
it's the
I heard
name
that's
of
like the name of her group.
It's the name
right?
of the group.
It's the name
Her
of the
band,
group.
yeah.
Yeah, her
Because
name
when
is
they first came out, it was a bunch of different motherfuckers,
Right.
like a band in the background and
Yeah.
shit on the cover and shit. Everywhere
Exactly.
she performed, she had
Fun
the same
fact.
band.
A lot of people don't know that.
She out there like
Her
But that's
name,
how you know she
smooth
got real talent.
operator.
her real name is actually Sherelle.
So her
What is
name
it?
is just Sherelle.
Her real name is Sherelle.
Okay, fun fact. I definitely didn't
Fun
know that.
fact.
I thought her name was Sade for real.
Hey, a lot of people did.
Yeah, I heard that her name wasn't Sade, but I was like, it's the name of the group, but I didn't know what her name was itself. But yeah, I really do like her.
Tops is
Yeah, she has good
Googling
music.
it.
The funny thing is,
Look,
my mom can't stand
Hell
Sade.
no.
That
I'm
fucking
like,
name ain't no goddamn Sherelle. You see
something
this?
has to be wrong with you.
Are you
if don't
seeing this
like
right
Sade.
here? Are you seeing this right
Can
here?
you see what's on the TV?
You know, we pulled it up. Feel me? Her name is not fucking Sherelle.
It's Helen.
It's Helen. All right.
You was close,
I was close.
but no fucking cigar.
You knew
right.
the name wasn't true.
Fun fact. Fuck it. I was wrong. All right.
Fun fact. You was close. What the fuck you spelled that bitch backwards? The fuck?
Make sure y'all like and share this feed, guys.
Hey, don't forget my disclaimer.
Forget my disclaimer. Everything is an opinion of mine. It's not attached to any company, any business, or anybody else. Like I really give a shit.
Tosh, you always coming in.
You got shit. Don't forget my disclaimer.
Okay, what you got in the cup? What you
All
got in the
right.
cup?
I actually got some Hennessy for tonight.
Oh, shout out to the Henny. Oh, well, let's take a shot.
Hold up. We gonna have to talk to Henny. We gonna have to have a talk with them.
Yeah.
Because I just fun fact recently known that they will bust back and sue your ass for showing labels.
Oh, so
that-
let me put this back.
Shit, I ain't put.
Shouts out to the sponsors. Shouts out to the sponsors.
I'm just going to take mine down.
Future sponsor.
Absolutely.
All right, so Miss Ebony,
Yes.
what do you do? What type of career field are you in?
Well, I went to school and I changed my major like 20,000 times. I actually ended up being anthropology major. I really want to do forensic anthropology. If you guys are familiar with the show Bones, have you ever seen that before?
Yeah.
We have. Well,
Yeah,
I have.
so-
Yes.
I saw that show and I was like, I wonder what she does. So like I was Googling, looking because I wanted to change my major and I decided to do that. And I fell in love with it. So from there, after I graduated, I went to archaeology, which is completely different from forensics, but I love history.
Okay.
So I wanted something where I could do history and science together. So both of them kind of intertwine. So I do that, but I prefer underwater archaeology actually.
So underwater, what does that entail? What is a underwater archaeologist?
So basically, you go out to different sites around the world and you may find, well, since I'm here in the States, you usually go off the coast to try and find sunken slave ships. That's really what I want to specialize in. I'm actually a certified scuba diver and I'm with the Black Divers Association. Shout out to them.
Hey,
Shouts out.
but yeah.
Round of
hold
applause.
on, hold on. You say you want to find sunken slave ships.
Yes,
That's fucking
you look
dope.
for sunken slave ships.
Round of
Yeah.
applause her again.
That's like
That's dope.
that's like looking for the Titanic type shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
So
scuba diving's
Something
awesome. I don't know
like
if you guys
that.
have been,
It's
but
just
it's
a
sick.
little harder, but
Y'all
yeah,
gotta be like searching
we're
like the
looking
Panama
for-
canals and shit like that. Like
Yeah, it's looking for remains, but the ships, since they're built of wood, it's a little harder because the decomposition of them and everything like that. But you know, it's also kind of depressing at the same time because sometimes you find mass graves,
right.
meaning they all sank together, chained together.
Dang.
So, and then you have to find the history of the ship, and sometimes like they were sunk for like on purpose for insurance reasons.
Yeah.
So
damn, that's-
it can be depressing,
Even
but
back
it also
then?
can be very rewarding. Yeah.
damn,
Yeah,
they
they
was
would-
scamming back
Scamming
then.
back then.
God damn.
Yeah. They would intentionally,
The
because
fuck?
slaves would cost more dead than alive. So they would allow slaves to jump off ship and they would allow them to drown, or they would allow a ship to go down.
Damn.
So what?
Yeah.
So how is that more money? How is it?
It's scamming.
No, I'm trying to figure out.
Because it's like, if you think about it, if a business is going under,
Yeah.
they can get a big payout. So some of their businesses, some of the ships, and some of these people they didn't have that much, so they took out a big claim on their ship and the price for each slave, and then they would basically, like you said, they're scammers. They would plot it and be like, okay, look, the ship sink, and then they get a payout. I believe there was a movie that was made about that. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but there was a movie that involved slaves that the whole like ship sunk, and then they tried to fight it. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, but it was actually really good.
The Amistad. Is that it?
Hell no.
I don't think it was that one. That one was
You
about
just
a
nodded your head, yes.
rebellion.
Then you shook your head, no.
I never said yes or no. Damn.
We can rewind the tapes, Kyle.
But I think there is a movie about it, because there was like only one white person that really stood up and said it was wrong.
Oh,
You know, but this was like back in like, the 1700s, and this was like a British ship. They were doing this in Britain, so.
that's fucking dope, man.
So have you
But,
ever
yeah.
personally yourself discovered a ship?
I've been out on a site, but not something new yet.
Right.
It's been something that's already been found.
Did you watch the Outer
when I
Banks
was-
show on Netflix?
Say that again?
Did you ever watch that show called The Outer Banks on Netflix?
No.
Oh, it was all about finding
There's,
a sunken ship. You might like it. Yeah.
I might need to look that up.
What's your
I watch
craziest
a lot of
line?
like those weird shows because I really wanted to study ancient history, like before there was writing, because I'm interested in like where man came from. And
So like
why we're here. that kind of
hieroglyphs and stuff.
thing. Yeah, I'm into evolution and that kind of thing.
And
So you
Lance
have no
in the
idea how many
comments.
times I'm just like,
We got someone in the
Huh?
comments who's wondering, how do you find the location of a ship?
Great fucking question, Lance.
Thank goodness now we have technology that allows you, because I would say probably even 10 years ago,
I guess like
underwater
ultrasound.
archaeology wasn't really a thing because it's hard to find those kind of locations. It's kind of using historical records. If you have to look back and say, oh, this ship was lost, and they kind of give an idea of the location, then you go out and we use technology like kind of like how to use sonar and stuff, computers. And you kind of have to take a picture of the seabed and the seafloor and stuff like that to see if you can kind of pick something up, and then they'll send us out there to hopefully we'll find find remnants of a ship or anything that's down there. It's kind of like touch and go. It's not always 100%. Sometimes you go there and there's nothing there. There's very little there.
So how does one become a certified scuba diver?
Actually, it's really easy. You could like go on vacation and just take classes. You can take like, I think takes like maybe 3 or 4 days.
And you're certified.
But you have to do, you can do a couple dives at different depths, and then your teacher has to sign off. You have a written test that you have to take too.
Okay.
But after that you can get certified.
Wow, you interested in being a diver?
I want to do everything.
It's so much fun. I got certified
wanna do
in Jamaica,
everything.
actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I got certified before I did all that in school, but it was just a plus because I'm like, hey, I'm already certified. Why not?
Cool. So what's the deepest you've been?
You have to you have to be certified for certain depths, and you even have to be certified to do shipwreck diving, and you have to be certified to do cave diving. So it's different kinds. I don't go that deep because you have to have 2 tanks, and those things are really, really heavy. So I don't try and go extremely deep like that. Plus, it gets really dark.
Okay. So you scared of the dark?
I get kind of nervous.
Makes sense.
I get kind of nervous down there.
So
So I kind of stick to the more shallow depths.
okay, that makes sense. So somebody in the mosh pit wants to know: have you ever thought about being a model?
No. I've been asked that before. I'm just too shy. I was already shy doing this. I was like, oh my God.
You're
I'm
shy.
very shy.
You definitely have a model look.
Well, that's nice of you. Thank you, I think.
Well, no,
Yeah, that's a nice thing, right?
I guess so. Why not? Okay. All right.
I'm just really shy. I was always like, growing up, I was the nerd in school. I was in band. I played the flute. I
One
had
time
really
in
huge
band camp?
glasses.
So you got any
Yeah,
band? You got some
actually,
band
band
camp?
camp is a thing.
You got a band camp story?
You got
Okay,
picked on in
so
school?
this is what I have to explain to people. Band camp is not like in the movies. That's not what happens. It's not. That's not. I was like, what is that? Like band camp. Literally, you go like for 2 weeks before school starts. You go to your school and you practice marching. Like you don't go to a camp.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a sleepaway camp or anything like that, though. No, you don't have time to stick a flute up your. I'm not gonna say it, but you don't. You don't do that. No,
All
no.
right.
That's on the away trip.
We don't do that here.
No one time in band camp stories.
We don't do that here.
Another comment in the mosh pit says, "Shit, why, girl? You look good, good. Girl, you fine. That's my cue."
Well,
Oh,
well, thank you.
that's
I
the
appreciate it.
brother.
You're making me blush over here.
Yeah, that's J.L. Paso Watkins.
Double timed all that.
Jay's
So you know
Joint
you look-
Podcast.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm recently single, so feel
Recently
free to
single.
plug
Shout
it
out to
in.
the recently single.
We got people catcalling in the
Yeah.
comments now. The mosh pit's going crazy. Look at this one here.
Okay. They say, can you stand up? They want to know, could you stand
That's
up?
not what they said.
They say they want to see. They're trying to see them yams.
I see them yams. Yeah, catcalls.
They want to know, could you
I
stand up?
mean, if they want to go to my Instagram page, not
Mosh
like I
pit's
have a
out
whole
of
bunch
control.
of yams on there, but I mean,
It's
I got a couple
private.
photos on there.
You gotta accept me.
Yeah,
You gotta
well,
accept me.
I can. I'll accept all requests.
How about that? So if you want to see the yams,
Yeah.
send the goddamn request.
If you want to see the
Yeah.
yams, you gotta go on Instagram.
Instagram for the yams, y'all.
You know what? I'm not even trying to con you. If you want to go and be nosy and then you want to unfollow, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my God, I need followers. Like, no.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you do for fun?
So
So you're shy. You seem like a shy person. Well, you say you're a shy person. So what do you do for fun?
Bowling.
I go out. He said bowling. I actually hate bowling. Like when guys are like, oh, let's go out. You want to go bowling? I'm like, yeah, I'm not really fond of putting on other shoes that people have on.
Good point.
That makes sense.
That makes
Right.
good fucking sense right there.
makes sense.
Not very fond of that. And then usually like I would have my nails done and then they get caught and then it might hurt. So, but I do like skating. I have my own skates. I'm a good skater.
Roller-
not ice skating.
Rollerblades
like
are
skating.
four.
I can do both.
So what do you
I
prefer?
can do both.
You look like a rollerblader.
I like actually the 4. I
Okay.
like the 4 skates. Those I like those. I feel like I have a little bit more control.
Sure.
Yeah, and I like
4 wheels is
going to
better than how many?
arcades.
No. I mean, it's 4 wheels on a blade.
Oh, skates.
But it's,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
either
but the
blocks-
roller skates, like
yeah, blocks or
Yeah.
I always look when somebody came through rollerblading, they look like they on fucking ice skates or some shit. Don't the bitch be like lean
ice
to the
skating
side or some
scares
shit?
me. I can't do that, and only because if you fall and then someone skates past you, I always think they could like cut off your fingers with the blades.
That's some Final Destination type shit.
Yeah, I'm so more. I think the extreme on everything, but I love theme parks. Being a Floridian and I live in Orlando, I love theme parks.
You ever been to Disney World?
Universal Studios.
Is that where Disney World
I've
at?
been to Disney so many times. Yes, technically Disney's in Kissimmee, but they say Orlando just because more people are familiar with that.
Right.
But yes.
Going back to
But
the
I
ice
love
skate
it.
thing, those skates can be dangerous. You remember when that hockey player got his jugular like cut in that game?
See,
Yeah,
I'm right. Mm-mm. See,
nearly
I'm not
bled
doing
out
that.
right there in the
No.
NHL.
I do remember that.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm just like I can't do
Final
that. I'm not
Destination.
doing the ice skating thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is the truth.
So I'll just do regular, roller skate rink with the wooden floors and stuff.
I'm not really too much of a thrill seeker. I'm scared of heights.
I want to go skydiving
Me
and bungee
too.
jumping.
I'm really scared of heights. I really am.
Yeah, I don't
really
fuck with
like
heights.
heights
You
at
don't do
all.
roller coasters?
Absolutely not.
Yo, let's do the
I
slingshot.
only do indoor roller
Man, I
coasters.
damn near had to fight with my kids when I took them to Busch Gardens. I was a fucking party pooper.
Oh,
Like,
you
nigga, I was a
tripping.
fucking, what?
Why you just ain't do it?
Nigga, I ain't fucking around no roller coasters. They got me on like, this is my thing. I ride a water ride. Like, nigga, a slide. And it better not be a steep one. And it better not be too high. I get scared walking up that motherfucker. But I get on that. Now, this is what they get me on. Well, let's ride the roller coaster. Absolutely not. So they get me on
Oh.
the kiddie roller coaster to me because it was small as shit.
Nigga, you big as shit. What the fuck?
That shit still was small. Feel
You
me?
guys, okay, so I don't get on outdoor roller coasters anymore because I'll tell you a story. So when I was younger, for senior skip day, we went to Islands of Adventure and it had just opened. Like the park literally was just opening. And so we went there for senior skip day, and I remember the Incredible Hulk. It's like a really popular roller coaster. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Yeah,
I've been on it. It's sick.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you've been on it before. So you know when you're on the ride, and there's an area where you kind of go through like a tunnel, and it's like covered.
Yep,
There's like a covered area.
Mhm.
Okay, so that wasn't always there.
I actually got stranded on that ride.
Jeez.
But yeah, go on.
So that cover hasn't always been there. So I was on the ride with me and my friends, and we're all having a good time. We're screaming, and then all of a sudden, like we passed through that one area, and it kind of goes under that bridge that people can stand on, and all of a sudden, you felt like a bunch of it felt like water hit your face, and then there was like intense screaming. It wasn't like, oh, I'm having fun screaming. It was like pain screaming. So we all were like, what in the world is that coming from? And then like we felt like there was like water on our face.
No.
And you know when you like hit the very end and everything's slowing down, and everyone's looking at each other. My friend's like, "You're bleeding,"
Oh,
and I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like, "You're bleeding too."
Oh, God.
And, like everyone's talking about there's blood on everybody,
Oh,
and we're
my
trying to figure
God.
out like where the blood is coming from.
Jesus.
So we get off the ride, and they usher us, like they don't let us like get off. They tell us to go in some room. This girl had gotten her face sliced up because someone dumped ice as we were passing under that bridge because there wasn't a cover there. Her face was messed up, and like blood and everything flew back. And I just remember they made us sign some stuff, and they gave us like free tickets for like a year.
This is my disclaimer.
And I'm like thinking, and I'm so mad because I was young, so I didn't know any better.
Oh my God.
Don't forget
someone
about
put
this
ice.
disclaimer.
What do you think the mindset of the person throwing ice was? Like a prank, or like what's that about?
I don't know. I guess they thought it would be a cool
you would never think
it would do that much damage.
Yeah. But if you
like
coming
you're
that
literally
fast,
going like 80 or 90 miles an hour.
Because I've been on that ride. It's one of those rides.
Why I don't ride roller coasters.
It's not one of the rides where you go up a hill and they drop you. They just shoot you off from like a straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go from
It's
like
a
0
bullet.
to like 50 in like 2 seconds.
That's too much.
Yeah.
definitely want to go 20.
And here's the thing: I went on that
That's why
ride.
they had that cover.
I went on that ride one time and I got stranded on it. So I think the ride just sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How did you get stranded?
Bad is
Yeah.
It just broke down
Oh.
right in the beginning when they shoot you off. It stopped as quick as it started, and everyone just like
That
jerked
has to
to a
be
halt.
terrifying.
And then we're just there for like an hour.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
See,
Go on that ride at your own risk, people.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't even fuck with the fucking Ferris wheels. I feel like my man Joe. I don't even get on that. I be scared on
That's
that.
a universal,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I get on that bitch, but you start moving, that bitch start rocking, we might fight when we get off that.
I'm telling you.
I don't want to look over.
Jay says, bro, is it weird? I love roller coasters, but deadly afraid of Ferris wheels.
You know what was the worst for me in Busch Gardens?
What's wrong with a Ferris
You know in Busch Gardens, the park is big as a
so
bitch.
It is.
So
I love Busch.
gotta,
I haven't been
you
there in
either
years.
gotta take the little train shit or that skyline.
Yeah.
Which Busch Gardens are you guys talking about?
Williamsburg, right?
Yeah, Virginia.
Yeah. Virginia.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
I know
there's
there's
more
one here
of
in Tampa.
Damn, it
Tampa,
is.
yeah.
So have
The Tampa, that's the African theme, and the Williamsburg is like the European theme. Yep.
Damn.
Oh, I had no idea.
I never fucking knew that.
I
Ty.
didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't
Fun fucking
drop a-
fact.
drop a
God
bomb,
damn.
Tops. What the
I need to
fuck?
go that one. That shit.
I like
probably-
amusement parks, man.
You been to that one, Tops?
No, I've never been to the Tampa one,
Damn.
but I know what they got going on down there.
Have you been to the Tampa one though, right? Of course.
Yeah, I've been to it a couple times. Yeah.
And you never knew it was
What's the theme of it? They got like an African
African
theme?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know it was a theme. I just thought all the parks were like that. I didn't know they had different themes.
Oh shit! Pull that up, Tops.
there's-
Let me see that. Let me see if
there
I
is.
see
Because
that.
the one I went to.
There's a roller coaster. The only outdoor roller coaster I'll get on is called Montu, and it's like an Egyptian roller coaster. Yeah, so there's an African theme out there.
Yeah, the one,
And there's
the
a
one I went
cheetah
to.
ride, I think.
So they got different,
Yeah.
in the different sections of it, because the Busch Gardens I went to, it's like different sections and different parts. It might be Italy and something else over here,
Yeah.
something else over here.
Yeah. So this one, yeah, they have like Montu, they have Shikra, they have the cheetah. Yeah, so it's like African themed.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
didn't even know that.
I didn't know that neither. Hey, fun. We dropping fun facts tonight, y'all.
They're cool parks, man. I
All
think they're some of
tonight.
the best theme parks around. I do.
So do y'all do they have a Water Country USA down there too?
I don't know.
No.
That's a good question.
That's-
Because that's
yeah.
the same company. I think.
Because here in Florida, the only like the theme parks I know was Busch Gardens, Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Disney World.
Well, I guess you don't really need a water park.
Well, you know they're going to party because they're
Oh,
run
and
by a beer
SeaWorld,
company.
and
You know?
SeaWorld.
It's run by the
Yeah.
Busch beer people, so they
Yeah,
used to
SeaWorld
give
is
like
here,
tours
too.
of like
Everybody
the.
down that bitch got a pool.
Sorry.
Wait, everyone what?
Has a pool.
Everyone has a pool in their backyard down there.
No, we don't have a pool.
You don't have a pool?
No, my parents like they have a jacuzzi, but like there's no pool.
Okay, well,
Jacuzzi. All right, that's
you
cool.
have a mini pool.
But it's just like pools are so much work.
You have a personal
not
pool.
everyone has them.
Hey,
but I
jacuzzi
mean,
works.
the ocean
Works.
isn't that far away, so I mean, you just go swimming at the beach.
So, what part of Florida do you live? Or are you in?
I'm in Orlando.
Orlando.
Central Florida.
What is your coldest? What is your coldest night?
Since I've been here, since a kid,
Yeah.
or just
Just period. Like, what is y'all winters like?
it depends on what part of Florida you're in, but I used to live in Tallahassee, which is our capital, and we had snow flurries up there. But here in Central Florida, it's gotten down to like the 30s. It's been in like the 30s before.
Oh shit! I never thought it got.
It happens, and it traumatizes us, but it happens.
Yeah, I never
but
thought
it's not that often.
Oh shit!
Usually the lowest is like the 40s.
In the 40s.
That's like average, and that has to be like January and February.
Other than that,
But December, it can still be warm. We've had warm Christmases and stuff like that. So,
have you ever had a white Christmas?
no, never. Like in my lifetime, yes, but not here in Florida. I didn't live here in Florida all my entire life.
Okay.
Damn, so they don't
I'm a
have white
military
Christmases
brat.
in Florida.
Military brat.
No. Yeah.
So have you lived outside the country before?
No, my mom wouldn't allow that.
Okay. So
Only because of school.
what's your favorite place to live?
Arizona.
Arizona. Why Arizona?
It was gorgeous. The mountains, and it was just fresh air, and it was just wide open spaces. And then you got a white Christmas, and then it would be hot at the same time. So it was perfect.
See, when I think about Arizona, I think of straight deserts, and I wouldn't think of.
I mean,
like
it pretty
snow
much
and...
was. Yeah, but it snows. It does snow. My favorite Christmas of all time was when we were in Arizona. We still have like our family tradition is we watch that Christmas tape from when we were in Arizona. But yeah, that was the best Christmas. It does snow. So it was really nice. But our front yard, instead of having grass, you have rocks. you have rocks. And there are tumbleweeds, and there are road runners. They're a real thing.
Yeah, they are real things.
Pull one of those up for me. Like
I've never seen a road.
Right, I seen the cartoon.
The cartoon one. I have no. When she said it, I have seen
they are
one.
a real thing.
Like you seen one?
They're
Not in real life.
They're
but
like
in,
small.
Like on,
they're like smaller. Though.
like,
They're not like big.
The Explorer Channel and shit
small.
like that. National Geographic Channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're a real thing. Yeah.
Them bitches.
Now here, you'll see like we have like the sandhill cranes, like huge cranes here, and like they'll just cross the street and all the cars have to stop, and they just take their time.
A crane?
Or they'll just be in the backyard.
And tons
They're
of
really
gators,
big.
right? You got all kinds of
How
gators
big is
down
that
there.
crane? How big is the crane? It's stopping traffic?
They can be up to like 5-6 feet. They're really
Damn.
big. They get really big. You have cranes, and they're sometimes if they have their babies near them, they get aggressive. I'm sorry, not 6 feet, but like 5 feet. Like they can get like my height. I'm 5'5", so
Damn.
I've seen some like my height.
So that mean I have to
But yeah.
box one.
You got to.
Yo, a crane will probably
really
fuck
pretty.
you up. They
Yeah,
probably get super aggressive
you
over their
mess-
kids.
If you mess with their babies, yes, that's just like any mother. But I've never had anything, try to attack me. But you just know not to mess with them.
So you are an
So
animal.
you just let them pass.
You're an animal
Yeah.
lover.
I am. I love animals. I do.
What kind of animals do you like?
I like them all.
Do you rescue stray cats?
No. I had.
No
I
rescue
do love,
shit going
I
on.
like cats. I used to have a cat. Because when I was in college, you weren't allowed to have dogs. So I was like, well, let me try and sneak in a cat. But the problem was that cat is nocturnal or something because it would slap me in the middle of the night. And I'm like, what are you doing? Or like I'd come home from class and it'd be under my bed and it would try to hit me. I gave it to an old lady. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, cats are
Like,
crazy
he was
sometimes.
doing
they
too
fucked
much.
up.
Cat slapper. He was abusive.
The cat would slap me. I felt some type of way about that. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I ended up adopting it out to an older lady because she was, lonely. So that was the end of my cat days.
So
Some people,
what's your
some
go-to
people like them,
animals?
they don't. My go-to pet? I have 2 dogs right now. I have 2 miniature schnauzers and I have a snake.
Hold on, excuse me. You have a what?
I was looking at the comments, so that shit. Run it back.
I have two miniature schnauzers and I have a snake.
Hold on, what the fuck is a schnauzer first and foremost? And then did you just say you have a snake?
A snake?
Yes. Yeah. Miniature schnauzers. It's like how can I explain them? They look like the dogs with the beards.
Are they with you?
Oh, I know what she's talking about.
No, they're outside of my other room.
Okay.
The dog that played on.
They're my babies.
Okay. Word. Okay, I know.
This is my baby.
What the fuck is that? Hey, Shorty, what is that?
There's no fucking way.
Yo,
that's just gonna be in the crib.
What?
That shit big. That shit
Shorty
got
put out a snake, yo. What the fuck?
Damn.
This is my love. This is Xerxes.
Wow.
Good thing you on Zoom and you ain't in the studio because I would have got the fuck up out of here. As soon as that motherfucker came out, I'm like, whoa.
You say
it's going for your neck.
You say Xerxes?
I would take that off.
It's going for your neck, man.
Xerxes after
all the way over
yes.
what's my call
King
it?
of the Persians.
Yeah,
Word.
the Persians.
I'm scared for her.
Yes.
What?
God,
No, why?
dang.
I've had him since he was a tiny little baby.
Oh my God.
I had him for a while.
Yo,
He's my sweetheart. I used to have another one, but he passed away. This is my, let's see, I had Leonidas, and then I had a female boa,
Jason.
and then I had
Jay said that he's gonna.
This is my 4th.
Jay said he's gonna eat your dog.
It's a mini schnauzer. You got to remember.
Oh, you said my snake is gonna eat my dog?
Absolutely.
If anything, my dogs would hurt him.
Really? What kind of?
He's not strong enough. He's not strong enough to kill a dog.
What kind of
He's too
snake is
small.
that?
He's a ball python. Ball pythons don't get that big. Like, this is like max size. Now, if it was a red-tailed boa, that's a different story. Boa constrictors get really big. Those are the ones that you like when people on TV, like, you know, have to capture them in the swamp and stuff, those get huge. And same thing with Burmese pythons. But this is a ball python. They actually used to be called royal pythons because Egyptian royalty used to wear them as jewelry.
Oh, you have a python. So doesn't Florida have a humongous python problem right now? Like a gigantic
because
one?
People buy them
don't let
and
that
then
thing go.
They don't know how to handle it, so they just let it go. Yes. And it's become a problem. So I wouldn't recommend, if you don't do your research and you're not comfortable with reptiles, don't buy one, or don't adopt one, I should say.
Because you're just sitting there with that shit on your neck like it's nothing. I mean, like,
I'm just saying.
I mean, I've had him for years. Like, he's harmless.
God damn, what the fuck are those?
Look,
Cops?
it says the Florida Everglades have been dealing with the growing threat of invasive species like Burmese pythons for some time now.
Yes, like
Pythons
I
are
told
taking
you,
over the land and
those
ultimately killing so
pythons-
many species.
Yeah, they take over.
Man, get the fuck. No.
So that's
So when people buy these animals, they start power feeding them, meaning they feed them more than what they need, and they get really big. So, you know, my snake, he went like 7 months without eating once, but I don't overfeed him. Like, I try and feed him at least like once or twice a month. So
once or twice a month.
That's a strict ass
or
diet.
sometimes he'll go a couple months. He'll go maybe 2 or 3 months without eating.
That's a strict ass diet.
Yeah. They don't eat constantly. He's completely harmless. Like, he's never bitten me. I worked with kids before, and I've taken him around the kids. Like, he's completely harmless.
So do you take it out in public with you?
Yes.
So he goes to Costco with you, Walmart?
I have taken him to stores with me. Yes. Not recently, but I have in the past. And most people think he's fake because he usually just sits still, but it's night, so he's kind of active right now.
So how does that go over with boyfriends? Do they care? Do they
I
mind?
tell them, not really. Some of them are just like, oh, no, you can't have them. I'm like, well, then we can't date. It's just like me telling you I don't like your kids, so get rid of them. Like, that's not going to happen. So.
Okay.
Got to accept the snake, huh?
It's a package deal.
Come with the snake, baby.
My snake and my dogs were a package. But I let guys know, like, I'm an animal lover, so, and I hate little dogs.
I'm not liking it.
Jeez, so like,
you just feel comfortable with it like
yeah,
that?
he's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
a lot of
fine.
people don't. Okay, this is the thing. People get nervous because they think because he's around my neck, like he's gonna kill me or something. But in reality, it's because I'm warm and I know he's trying to get back, like trying to get off me. But what people don't know is snakes, if you really want to unravel them, you really can just bend the back of their tails because it's just like kind of bending somebody's arm back. And they just let go.
Oh.
Like he just let go right now. So, but that's why I'm not afraid because I know how to handle him.
Right.
So if you're not used to it, you're gonna be afraid.
So
It's just like people who are terrified of dogs.
Absolutely.
Good point.
hey,
Makes a lot of sense.
no pun intended. But what's the biggest snake you've handled?
Good question.
And shout out to Jay in the comments.
I mean,
just
that's
saw
why I
that
said no
article you
pun
were talking
intended first. I
about.
wanted to let you know. No pun.
I haven't like personally owned a snake that's been huge. Because he's like 44 inches, about 44, 45 inches. So he's not that big to me. But you know how you have people like if you're out somewhere and people have like the huge albino pythons,
Right.
the ones that look yellow. Yeah, like I've held those before.
Okay. So
But
you-
those get really heavy because it's like pure muscle.
right.
So like snakes like that, I wouldn't want anything that big. Or I've never had a snake that I had to like put in a bathtub.
Right.
Right.
You ever came outside and
If you-
seen one out back?
Yes, here in Florida you see them, but I've never seen anything like rattlesnakes or anything like that. I've only seen black racers and like rat snakes.
So you
Not
ain't never
common.
seen
They're
that.
harmless.
So you ain't never seen none of them big shits in your backyard.
No. Mm-mm.
That's all right.
And we've like lived near the woods and we've had lakes. I've seen gators in our yard and stuff, but I've never seen like huge snakes like that.
You said
So-
gator. So what did the fuck like? What do you do when you come outside and you see a big ass gator sitting outside?
You just leave them alone. Respect their space. Just
Nah.
leave them there because they're just basking. Meaning they're just taking
sitting
in the sun and then they
yeah.
just go away.
Sitting in the sun.
But it's like you're used to it, so it's not something that's just like, oh my god, it's gonna kill me, because it just kind of chills right there. Just just leaves you alone.
All right.
Because
So
you have a lake. We used to live like with a lake right in front of our house, so it wasn't anything that was crazy.
have you been outside of Florida?
Yes.
Do you go outside of Florida much?
Well,
Prior to the COVID, do you travel?
prior to COVID,
Yeah, did you travel a lot?
not really,
No?
not really. Well, only because of work, but other than that, no, not really.
Well, talking about
I
COVID.
don't know. What do you consider a lot?
I mean, just travel. I don't travel much myself personally, so I never been to Florida. Never been to. What's the most? Have you been? You say you've been to Jamaica. What's the most exotic place you've been to? Or was it Jamaica?
Jamaica lit.
Yeah, Jamaica lit. I mean,
Jamaica was nice.
if it's
Jamaica was
Jamaica, I've never
but
been.
Exotic.
Jamaica was
What
exotic.
would you? Yeah, Jamaica's exotic. Jamaica was nice. Mexico was really nice.
Never been to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico was really nice. Surprisingly, it was really because I went to go see the the Mayan ruins and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think Mexico was probably the best.
You
place
must have
I've
really
been to.
enjoyed that as an archaeologist.
Word.
I did. Oh my gosh, there's a couple places I get embarrassed because I'll go places and I'll start tearing up just because I'm like so like excited. Like I was just in New York and I went to Wall Street and there's like a couple places like I think what is it called there's an area where they have like historical like they have a little area that's like blocked off because they found like they started an archaeological dig there. And I'm like reading it and I'm looking at it and I'm seeing the plot that's open and I'm getting really excited because it's like something that was like back in the 1700s. And I start tearing up. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't realize what this is right here.
Wow.
But I get excited about historical sites. I do. My first dig that I did in college, I found actually a hearth and I was really excited about that. I got to put my name in the history books. Just a little thing, but still, it was really cool to find that stuff. Like, it's basically an ancient kitchen.
So I got a question
So
for you.
I was excited I found that.
That's dope.
Like dealing with the
Yeah.
COVID, because I know down in Florida, as we was talking, we was discussing how the COVID ain't shut shit down there, and up here,
Oh yeah.
they shut shit down. We was on like a whole lockdown where you couldn't come out the house at night and all types of shit. So, and y'all were we seen it like the beaches was still open, everything was
Florida's
still
saying, "Fuck
going. They was like, fuck that, we partying.
Disney World's open. Disneyland's closed. Disneyland's going bankrupt.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is they had to like lay off a whole bunch of workers at Disney. Well, here in Florida, this is the thing. We were closed for a little bit where you didn't go to restaurants and you couldn't like you could go to the beach because, you can't tell most people what they can and can't do here. Because most of Florida, unless you're in Orlando, Tampa, or Miami, and maybe I would say like Jacksonville, perhaps Jacksonville or Tallahassee, which is like real northern Florida. Most of Florida is rural, like country bumpkin back town, like small areas. So most of them are like, you can't tell us what to do kind of thing. So
stand your
our
ground.
governor, yeah, basically. So our governor really wasn't shutting anything down. And when it came to like unemployment, it was terrible here. Like, because I had to file for unemployment and it took me 7 or 8 hours to do it.
Damn.
And then, yeah, that's how bad the system was here. And then when I finished it, come to find out 2 months later, it didn't go through because the system was resetting. So then they had to go back and do it again.
Damn.
And yeah, it's been terrible here. Like, I think the company that was running the website is getting sued. And like the governor was backtracking and trying to tell people about when to sign up and when not to. But it's just Florida cannot afford, especially Central Florida, cannot afford to be closed because we're basically like, it's tourism here. The only thing that's really here is Disney and, Universal Studios. You have hotels and stuff. But other than that, it's not like, anything huge. You have the college that's here. And I think that's the only reason why Orlando's kind of blowing up is UCF, University of Central Florida.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's kind of...
That's a huge party school, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, most schools in Florida are party schools.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think they're like top 10 bar stool, though.
Yeah, they actually got in trouble because there was a bar that was supposed to be closed and they didn't close and shut down and like COVID spread like wildfire out there. But yeah, they are pretty much party school. I went to school up in Tallahassee. I actually went to Florida State first and then I transferred to Florida Atlantic University.
Shout out to those universities.
Yeah, but Florida State is definitely party school. And I know it's right near an HBCU. So it's like Florida State and then FAMU is like right there. And then you have a community college. It's like right there.
Florida State number 12 on the top 25 party schools.
I wonder how they was acting out South Beach. They like, Kiana said, yes, Miami, my fucking spot, South Beach. I was just thinking, like, I wonder how they was acting down there. During COVID, motherfuckers probably was still out there partying.
They was out there partying.
Oh, yeah,
like,
they were.
They was lit.
And then spring break was still going on around March, so they didn't care.
Did they do it in Panama City? Did they do it in Panama City?
Yeah, Panama, everyone was on the beach. Panama City, Miami Beach, and Tampa, Clearwater, Daytona Beach. Yeah, everything. They were still on the beach. They were still partying. Dang. And I know people were still going to bars. People were still going out. And even if not, people had private events and they would rent out places and people were still partying. So, yeah. And because everyone's like, oh, everything's shut down. I'm like, yeah, Florida kind of shut down just a little bit, but
just
it wasn't like really closed. So I know they're lying to us about the numbers and stuff, about people being sick out here. So.
Why? What makes you think that?
Because it's like they're telling us that
you say What makes you know that?
Because if you think about it, okay, so my mom works in the school system, and there was a kid that they got out of school, and then all of a sudden everyone had to get tested for COVID. And then they're telling us everything is okay, but every single time the numbers come up, they're getting higher. So it's not making any sense because they're just like, oh yeah, everything's fine, everything's good. But then I have like neighbors. My neighbor actually across the street, parents died from COVID. Like I know a friend of mine that has it. Like it's not like just disappearing.
Right.
And they keep telling people that's okay. And like states that actually shut down and did things properly, I'm quite sure their numbers kind of leveled off versus we never really shut down.
I think their numbers are kind of higher according to Johns Hopkins. Yeah. Florida's doing pretty good.
Were kind of high. They were. And remember when they had that shuttle launch a while back? I think it was like in
it was a few months ago,
maybe June, perhaps, or something like that. There was a shuttle launch here because where I live, we live so close where we can see the shuttle from our backyard when it goes off.
Wow.
But people didn't care. Like they weren't. This is when we thought we had to wear masks or anything. No one wore masks, and it was like thousands of people like crowded together watching it. So, the numbers, it has to be something different than what they're really telling us.
Makes sense to me.
Just by that.
Definitely.
I find it interesting. They say, what is this? North Dakota is like through the roof. Who would have thought?
North Dakota?
Look at that.
You ever been to North Dakota?
Not me.
Ebony, have you ever been to North Dakota?
Nigga, that shit.
Okay, now I can hear you. Sorry, I had to switch headphones.
Okay, I said, have you ever been to North Dakota?
I'm gonna guess no.
No, but I would love to go. Like the Dakotas are like one of my dream spots to go to because I'm like a nature person and I want to go camping so bad. I haven't been camping since I was a Girl Scout when I was younger.
Girl Scout.
Yeah, I was a brownie and a Girl Scout.
What is a brownie? The brownie is the low level of Girl Scouts, right? That's the first.
Daisies. Daisies is first.
Okay.
And then you go to a brownie, and then you go to a Girl Scout.
Shit.
There's levels to this shit.
I see. May I ask your age?
I'm in my 30s.
Okay. That's fair.
That.
Okay, cool. Round of applause that top.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Black don't crack.
Unless you're on crack.
She said, I'm in my 30s.
Crack. That's a fact.
Black don't crack. All right. Yo, you definitely have a very interesting resume though. Like what you do, archaeology, underwater archaeology is dope. Do you so have you ever thought about like Atlantis? Like or do you like
Yes, I have.
So what about
sorry, I was really enthusiastic about that, wasn't I?
Yeah, right.
They I was actually watching a documentary, it's from National Geographic. They think they found Atlantis. Made references towards it that it's possible that they found it.
Aren't they just like not allowed to actually dig there where they think it's at? Because
I'm sorry, what did you say one more time?
I heard that they probably found it, but they're not allowed to dig where it's at.
Yeah,
something like that.
Like you have to. The thing is with when you do archaeological digs and you do research, you have to get permits, and then your permit only lasts for a certain amount of time. And if you don't find what you're looking for in a certain amount of time, you're kind of screwed unless you get funding and then you have to get the permit again and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of paperwork that you have to do, but yeah, they can't dig there. And it could be also because of the country or they don't want you to infringe on anything, stuff like that. They haven't found Cleopatra's grave yet, her gravesite yet. So
where have they been looking at for that?
I believe it was out in Greece. Because she mixed with them, so it's kind of intertwined. It kind of intertwined.
Okay,
sorry.
Here's the Henny.
So you know how they had that? I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
How they had the bust of Cleopatra, and everyone was really upset because she looked like she could be slightly European. Not slightly. She looked like she was European. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's true because she was at that point in time in Egyptian history, because what a lot of people don't understand is their dynasties. Yeah. So there's a lot of dynasties with Egyptians. And when it comes to that, during her time, that was towards the fall of the Egyptian empire. So yeah, she was mostly European because that's when they were breeding with them, for right choice of words, I guess, trying to find it. But yeah, that's why she looked like that. Now, if you want to go back to like Nefertiti or something, it's different.
Just $3,000, people.
Just $3,000. I can't with y'all.
Yeah, hey.
But
it could be yours.
It's different. Yeah, it's different dynasties. So, the more it's kind of just like slavery, the more that you breed with other races and, other ethnicity, like you're going to look different.
Absolutely.
But Egyptians were black. I don't care how they try and change the narrative. Egyptians were black.
Yes, they were.
So, but that's why I try and like push so many black people to like get into history, because when I talk to them, they're like, I hate history. It's so boring and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's really because the wrong people are teaching you history. Yeah. History makes you appreciate really what you have now and not trying to get too scholarly or preachy. But that's one reason why I love it so much, because I also, for money-making purposes, I would love to go into historical architecture and help sell really old homes. because it's really cool, the stuff that you learn from like really old houses and stuff. There's just so many different things I want to do as far as with my degree fields and stuff. But it's really interesting. Like if you see a preserved home from like the 1800s or the 1700s, especially up where you guys are, the houses are really, really small. Like even the doorways, because the average height. Yeah, the average height of people back then in like the 1700s was probably like mine. It was like 5'5", even for men, because they were so malnourished. So they were very tiny. So when they came across Native Americans and Africans who were healthy, who were like 6 foot, we looked like giants to them.
Right.
So it's very interesting to see these homes, and like bathrooms were non-existent, kitchens were outside of the house. It was just really neat how some of these homes were built. So when I went up to New York recently, I was like, and when you could go further out, like, upstate and outside of the city, you can see how some of the homes are built. And I'm like, oh, that's a Dutch colonial and this and that. And friends like, really? How can you tell? And I'm like, oh, because the fireplace is built here and the windows are built here and probably the slave quarters are back there. Like you can just see how it's built, like who built it and like, where they were from, just from how.
Shout out to the history
is.
Buffs out there, man. Because she's on her shit.
Sorry, I'm rambling too much.
I was just thinking like when it comes to culture, it's definitely like opening a can of worms. It's like when you dig up one thing, you start digging up everything. Because I used to study into the Anunian theurgy because I was obsessed with Anunian teachings, as far as like the Anunian tree of life when it goes back to the Egyptian teachings, and we could go deeper and deeper. But you know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you. I really enjoy Egyptian history, but I didn't want to be too cliche and just want to be like, oh, I want to study Egyptian history.
Right.
I ask people, when you think about Black history or African American history or whatever your preference is, what history do you know other than slavery and segregation and Egyptian history? What else have they taught us?
Civil rights.
About Black history.
So true.
Yeah,
so true.
like segregation. That's the same thing. Jim
that's
Crow
all the same
era.
Shit. Yeah, that's
slavery.
True.
You have Jim Crow era. You have slavery and Egyptian history. What else do they teach us?
Once I learned some stuff that I teach my kids, and I was kind of like mad about in school when they teach history or they teach social studies in elementary. I think it is something like that. They would teach about the Greek gods.
Yeah.
But you never teach about the Egyptian gods.
Absolutely.
When the Greek gods came from the Egyptian gods and came from over there when Alexander the Great came over there and conquered.
At school, they would just tell you that George Washington Carver made peanut butter. That's all they would tell you. That's all they would tell you.
That's a fact.
And you guys are absolutely right. And like I said, I worked with kids before, and I had a challenge for them, and I was like, I want you to find a Black history fact that doesn't involve the cliches, or
no
the regulars, or they have, no George Washington Carver, no Harriet Tubman, no Frederick Douglass, no Martin Luther King, and like somebody else, and they're just like, oh, we don't know. So I started telling them a story about Emmett Till. When I was done, they were like, yeah, that really happened, and I'm like, yes, that happened. That was a thing. That really happened, and they were like, that's really mean. I'm like, yes, it is.
That's what was going on.
It really happened. Yeah, it's really sad. And like a lot of Black people don't know, there are like tons of other ancient civilizations in Africa that were around the same time as the Egyptians, but they love to glorify Egyptians. Right. So I'm really like, my goal in life is to find a way to get to one of the jungles in the Congo or in
don't do it
areas
don't
to find our history, because that's where it is. And unfortunately, there's so much conflict going on over there.
Don't you do it.
On top of the fact the malaria or like who knows the kind of disease, but I want to know because they're hidden there.
Listen, don't be
and
nosy.
I feel like
Miss Lady, don't go be nosy.
Don't go digging in them jungles.
Okay.
Malaria alone.
Don't you go be nosy over there with them people.
There's some shit in them jungles that they don't know.
Because it's my history. It's our history. We're not invaders.
Okay. And they got AKs and slavery still going on over there. So try your best.
I know.
Right?
It's unfortunate, but we need to know our history.
That is a true fact.
Have you ever done one of those online heritage
What
is that thing called?
Ancestry.
Ancestry, yeah.
My parents have. I haven't.
So where y'all come from?
Yeah. I believe we have Nigerian, and I think how they have. Well, my last name is German. Springer is German. From slave masters and stuff. So we got a little bit of that in there.
Got some German in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think I have to. I know my parents. It was like a lot that was in there. You know how they give you the percentages and stuff.
Right.
But of course, the West African, a lot of the West African, I guess, from the slave trade routes or whatever is what they give you. But I don't know if those things are they, how accurate are they?
I don't know. I never tried.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like you can't prove if it's accurate or not. So, like, that's like the perfect business for them. You're right. I bet it's all random. You know?
You can't prove it wrong.
But my girlfriend just did it, and it was like all like Nigerian and Congo, and then she had some Scotland.
Yeah. Why do I feel like all black people got the same results? So that sounds about right. Like,
They just give you
they mimicking the results.
Like if you're black, we'll give you something that's black. You know?
You feel me? Everybody's from Nigeria.
They're gonna give you something that's intriguing. Like, okay, that's what we're gonna give you.
Pretty much. So like, I don't recognize Nigerian, so let's do that.
2% this, 4% that.
I'm a little skeptical.
27%.
It's fun.
That's it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, I guess, but who knows? Who knows? So it's like those situations. And it's like I said, like during slavery and then Reconstruction, families were separated, people went all over the place and, that kind of stuff. And,
hard to tell.
Yeah, you never know. Like, I went on a date the other night.
Oh, do tell.
This guy was like, it was terrible, okay?
Now it's getting interesting. That's even more interesting. Talk about this.
We have just now reached the HAD XXX.
Let's hear about this terrible date.
Okay, so this is with a person that has liked me since like 2005.
Okay.
That's a crush.
Yeah, so you gave him a chance.
Yeah, I mean, the backstory.
Okay.
I liked him when we were in college, and he wanted to be a hoe. He was young or whatever, when guys are young, girls are young. I won't even make it gender exclusive. You want to go and have fun.
YOLO.
You want to go do your thing.
Right.
So, but I was really feeling him, and he wasn't trying to do a relationship thing. So I moved on. Later on, I guess somehow he found me, and like through the years since then, he's always tried to make a move or whatever. But and I remember at one point he was just like, "What do you mix with?" And I was just like, "What?" It's like black and black. I don't know.
Black.
I'm like, black and black. I don't know. Nothing. It's weird because I get that question a lot. I'm like, I'm not mixed with anything. At least I don't think so. I can
see where you got it from. You do look like you have like a
West Indian.
Yeah, like
West Indian
got chinky eyes.
I get that a lot too, and I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. But I look more like my mother, and my sister looks like my father. So I don't know. But also, I have grandmothers that don't really want to tell what they used to do back in the day. So we're not really sure who's the daddy.
Oh, shit.
Anyway,
we're getting spicy. Let's talk about
Sounds like an entanglement.
Let's talk about
Sounds like an entanglement.
Yeah. Hey. Like, I don't want to put my grandmother's business out on
Man, she was doing something.
We can go back to this awful date.
So how did the date turn out?
It just was okay. So we went out to eat, and
but he asked you about what you were mixed with, and that didn't go so well with you, or
it wasn't that. It was just kind of like because he claimed, "Oh, I know you." Like he claimed that he knew me as a person, and I'm like, if you really know me, then you wouldn't have to ask me that question. But anyways. So he asked me that, and then like he asked me, he's like, "Oh, what are you drinking tonight?" And I'm like, "You said you knew me, so you should know what I usually like. So I usually drink dark." So no, but he said he knew me like 95%. Like he knew me, and I tried to tell him like, "You don't really know me," because he like professed his love to me like on the phone. And I'm not trying to sound cocky or crazy or anything, but he literally told me like,
"It's a move.
I love you. I want to be with you. Like." You're the only girl I've been thinking about. Like, I want to see you do well in life.
How long have y'all been talking? At this point that he professed his love to you?
She said she knew him since
No,
2005.
fuck that.
This
I
was
said
on the phone before the date.
right. That's what I'm
Before the
saying. So
date.
how long have y'all been talking? Like this was this like the first conversation, the third conversation, a month or two before y'all went on a date? Like it matters.
Interrogation.
Okay, so
matters.
I lost
Boom, boom,
contact
boom,
with
boom.
him back in 2000. I want to say 13, and he found me on Instagram probably 2 days ago. And then we spoke on the phone, and he was telling me this.
Oh shit! See, that's why I say it
Yeah.
matters. The story matters. That backstory matters.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? 'Cause
Hey.
this nigga's tripping. That's why I wanted to know, like, cause were y'all talking for a while, or did this nigga just hit you 2 days ago?
That 5%. What my man Jay said? Jay said that 5%. He ain't know. Fucked up all his chances.
Exactly. All right. So he hit you 2 days ago, telling you
Yeah.
all of that.
Shout out to the
And it
mosh
was
pit.
really-
100 comments already.
Oh, I don't even know what they're saying. Are they asking me questions? I'm sorry, I feel bad.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
all
they
good.
talking.
They definitely talking to you.
That's who just said that. My bro Jay just said that 5%. He ain't know. Fucked up all his chances.
Exactly.
That was something like that was a comment from the mosh pit.
Yeah, he was just way too intense. And then
So
when
what's
we
the
went
drink
out,
that
he
you
was just
wanted
like,
him to order you?
Huh?
What's the
What's the
drink?
drink that you wanted him to order you that he didn't know?
I usually drink Crown, or I'll drink Jack Daniels, or I'll drink Hennessy. I'm a dark drinker. And he was like, the first thing he said was, "Oh, Patron," and I was like, "I hate tequila. Like, I hate it." So
Oh, that
I
was like
you don't know me.
that was a turn off. He started saying that he knew
Yeah.
you so much and
Yeah.
started telling you all the shit that you don't
Yeah.
even like.
So what kind of
And then he
clown?
had the audacity to ask me, "When's your birthday?" And I'm like, "Bro, you say you know me. That's a basic question. If you really know somebody, like you don't know their birthday."
Come on, man.
So he's
Nah,
like,
not really. I can't say that. You can't really just.
I mean,
Wait,
you can't
if
be
you-
talking this
if you
all
say
this
that,
professing your love shit.
You can.
And
I'm
you
about
don't,
to say,
and
that's
you don't
true.
know some basic shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that's kind of
true.
like you put your foot in your
Yeah.
mouth.
All right,
Like
y'all
you
take
should have
that
toned
back.
that
I
love
took that
shit
factor
down.
out.
He
I
should have
took that
toned the
factor
love
out.
shit down and
Right.
just kept it on the kicking and cool shit. He came with all that love
Yeah.
shit, put his foot in his mouth, started
All right.
talking about all the shit that he know so well about you. And you started giving him a
Yeah.
bunch of random tests. And he felt all them shits.
So
yes, pretty much.
And this is
The only thing,
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
no. Go ahead. The only thing what?
The only thing that really surprised me, he was just like, "I remember exactly what you wore the night we met, down to the shoes, how your hair was, blah blah blah, everything." I
Was he
like,
right?
Really? I don't remember what
Yeah,
I
no way
wore,
you would
but
remember.
He went in.
He went in,
I
shit.
was like, "Really?"
So all
I
of this was
like,
before the
okay.
date. This was prior to the date.
Yeah.
2 days before the
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. So we are going on the
This
date.
was a few hours before the date because we were on the phone and I didn't know if I wanted to go out or not. And he was trying to convince me, and I was like, "Okay, we can hang out. We can go out." He's like, "No, I don't want to hang out." He's like, "I want to spend time with you. I want you." I'm like, "We can hang out."
Boom, boom.
He's got to realize
he
the
was
tone
really
that these
intense.
texts are coming over, you know?
Word. All right. So now we on the date. What happens?
Boom, 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 boom.
Where is the date
So,
taking
you know,
place? Where's the
we-
date taking place?
I I told him, I was like, "Let's just go to Kobe's real quick. Let's go to Kobe's because it
What is
wasn't
that, a steakhouse? What is that?
It's
Kobe Steakhouse.
yeah, like the whole little
Like
hibachi
Kobe
place.
beef? That's got to be nice.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom,
it
boom.
was, and it was cool. Like, we were waiting at the bar, and like I said, he was trying to order the drink. And and can I tell you, I gave him the specific location, and he went to the wrong restaurant. So I had to go to the other one.
Strike one.
Hold on, wait. Time out.
Run that back.
Time out. I didn't hear that. Hold on.
Run
Fuck
that
that.
back.
Hold on. You told this nigga where you was at.
Drop the addy.
Like, I told him, no, I was getting ready, and I told him it's far from where I am because, like, I told him, let's go to Kobe's. And I was like, there's one in a specific area.
Right.
And he was like, okay. So I was like, okay, go to that one. And he was like, all right. So I was like, okay, so I'm on my way. And when I got to it, he was like, oh, I'm sitting by the bar. And I'm like, I don't see you. And he was like, which one are you at? And I'm like, are you fucking
Oh my
kidding me?
God.
Mind you, it was pouring down, pouring down rain.
Wait.
And I'm
so
like,
this guy likes you so much, and he went to the wrong restaurant, and he made you switch restaurants?
Hold on, wait. Fuck that. Hold on,
Yeah.
wait.
Boom,
So
boom,
I
Hold on,
boom.
wait. So what made you go to the other restaurant? How far is the other restaurant from
He's
that
got to
restaurant?
go.
it was like
Boom,
10
boom,
minutes
boom,
away.
boom.
Huh?
It was 10 minutes away.
Okay.
So, and,
all right.
and I didn't want to turn around because where I lived was like where the distance was, it was like almost an hour.
Did
So I
he
was like,
pay
you
the
know
tab?
what? I'm just gonna go.
Did he pay the tab?
So I went, and like I said, we're kind of talking, and then the first thing he hits me with is, "So how do you feel about me?" And I'm like,
Boom, boom, boom,
bruh,
boom.
I just got here. Like, relax. You're doing too much. I was like, can I at least get a drink, talk to you a little bit? Like, he kept like wanting to know if I wanted to be with him or not. And I'm like,
boom, boom, boom,
you
boom.
realize
That's you didn't get the vibes of like a stalker.
That
like
exception.
Like you didn't get the vibes of like I might gotta let people know where I'm at. Maybe.
Yeah, something like,
you know, he's harmless, but he's just really intense.
That's
he's
what
just
they
really
all
intense.
say.
he's
Boom, boom,
harmless,
boom,
just
boom.
really intense. Fuck.
But he really is. I've known him for years. I've known
He
him
wouldn't
for a
hurt
long
a fly.
time. It's just he's okay. Psycho.
All
Are
right.
you quoting the movie?
Boom, 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 boom. Hey,
Shit.
but I wanted to ask. I got a question.
Yes.
Did he pay for the tab?
One more time.
Did he pay for the tab?
Of course.
Okay.
All right, so you make round of applause.
Sorry, I
That
have to reapply.
That would have been a big boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. I gotta get that.
show enough.
Yeah, it was
God damn.
But what ruined it all was the fact that after dinner, he was just, I said, okay, so where to next? And he was just like, the bed.
Did you go?
Boom, 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 boom.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not going to your bed. And he was like, well, I want to watch the game. And I'm like, are you trying to Netflix and chill me? Like,
boom,
because he
boom,
was trying to get me
boom.
to his apartment.
You didn't go?
We went to his apartment.
Okay, now, all right, hold up.
Hold on.
Okay.
So we sat down on his couch, and I'm like on the very far end, and I'm on my phone. And he's like trying to rub on me and stuff, and he's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing's wrong, but you doing too much right now. Like you touching me too much." And he was just like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yes, really." Like I was annoyed with him, and I told him eventually I had to go. Like I just left because
So
I
you got
didn't
out
want
of
to
there.
watch the football game. Like, yeah, like nothing happened. I know he was upset about it, but I'm just like, that's way too soon, way too much. Like I'm not even attracted to him like that.
Blew it.
And then this morning he texts me and he's just like, I feel bad telling all his business.
I was going to say, like, damn, he struck out.
No, I'm not gonna tell his business.
He struck out all the way around the board. He blew all his chances. And he rubbed you the wrong way. He's like a total dub now.
Dub.
Yeah.
Just gotta take it as a learning situation.
I'm just trying to be like,
that definitely escalated.
Letting him down. The
that escalated fast.
Possible.
So are you in?
That escalated quickly.
Are you entanglement friendly?
Am I entanglement friendly?
Yes.
Like, would I have a side piece?
Yeah. Do you do entanglements?
Do tell.
No.
Enlighten me. What is an entanglement? What did you just say?
Actually, was he entanglement friendly?
It's having a side piece.
Yeah.
Right?
Entanglement friendly?
Yeah, entanglement friendly. Yeah.
That's too much work.
Okay. I was curious.
It's like you have to like stack lies on top of lies. Unless the person you're in a relationship with knows you're doing this, then it's an open relationship. But other than that, entanglement, that's too much work.
Okay.
Cheating is too much.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. And then you have like that feeling like you just fucked up, so you feel bad.
Hey, Jay.
That's what I would think, right? You would feel bad.
It's true. My man Jay says he'll be your side piece and remain silent.
I would still feel bad though. Like I couldn't do that. I'd rather just break up with a guy and be like, look, this ain't gonna work. Than like cheat on him. I've been cheated on before. That shit sucks.
Have you cheated?
And I've only had 3 boyfriends in my life. And that shit sucks.
You've been cheated on all 3 times? All 3
Not all
relationships?
3 times.
Okay.
No, only once. My ex-fiance.
Damn.
Yeah, that sucks. And I got an email from the chick. That's what's terrible.
Dang.
Yeah.
Email.
Yeah, she emailed me about it. Yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah.
What did the email say?
Email. Like,
what did it say?
I'm right.
Like he was engaged to me. He was engaged to her.
What was the title of the email? I need to know the title of the email.
How did she start off?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, sister girl.
How do you title that one?
I don't mean to
No,
be
it wasn't
rude.
like that. I don't even know if it was. I'm trying to remember how it was because this was back in like 2000. I want to say like
She instant messaged
11,
you.
maybe. So I don't remember it all, but it was a while back. But I mean, and the crazy thing is, okay, so my ex, he was a contracted worker. So he worked in Dubai and he was like overseas and like he would come home and stuff. So I had like we were living together. So all his clothes, all his shoes, everything was with me. So when I found out he cheated, I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't like bleach all his shit because he has like designer, like he's very like I didn't go crazy. He was just like when we broke up, he's like, can you mail my stuff to my mom and blah blah. And I did it. Like I'm not one of those crazy women that like, bash windows and wanna burn all your shit. Like I'm like, okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn. Eventually he came back kind of begging, but because
And
she turned out to be a scammer and stole all his shit and emptied his bank account.
Look, and she takes a sip. Look, and she laughs, and she takes a sip.
he fell in love with a booster.
So.
He fell in love with a booster.
I'm in love with a
It is
booster.
what it is. You just deal with karma.
Karma.
Let karma take care of things.
Damn.
So that's what it is. Don't
That's
get mad about it.
yeah, that sucks. That
Definitely sucks.
That definitely sucks. That's a hurt piece.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh wow, really that happened? He was like, yeah, she drained my account, blah blah blah, because he made 6 figures and he was doing really well for himself. I'm just like, oh, that's what she did? Damn.
He said he cheated on her with a city girl. She got his ass.
Showing up.
Got his ass.
He said, sister girl, woman to woman, I'm fucking your man.
That's how they came.
He said, hello,
It was
can I speak to Barbara?
Yeah, I
Damn.
think it was like one of those moments or whatever, but I don't know. I would never fight a woman over a guy I'm dating because she's not in a relationship with me. He is. So
Makes sense.
I'm just not
Definitely
one of
makes
those
sense.
girls.
Round of applause at
That's
that.
just like,
And you say you don't bust
let me-
windows, stab tires.
So are you abusive?
Are you abusive?
Never in my life.
Are you abusive?
I don't even know how to make a fist. My dad gets mad at me because me and my sister, I've never been in a fight a day in my life.
Are
So-
you mentally abusive?
No.
You look like you could be a
The
asshole.
problem is I'm too nice. That's my problem.
Are you passive aggressive?
It
No.
looked like you would kill somebody with a bunch of sarcastic ass shit.
Yeah, like you
Just
look
witty
like
ass
you got
remarks.
a smart ass mouth.
I
Yes, yeah, I know it.
I do, but
I
see,
know
this is
it.
the thing. When I'm in a relationship with a guy,
Real educated.
All that. Shit, you look like
I
you throw a
consider
dictionary at a
his
nigga.
feelings, and I try and treat him with as much because this is the thing. Most men, at least the ones that I've dated, they don't really know how to express their feelings or their emotions, and that's just because of family upbringing. And
Oh shit, you ready to break us
maybe
down?
trauma in their
Oh
past.
shit, you ready to break us down?
Oh fuck.
We ready to get
No,
red
I'm
real
not trying to
quick.
break it down. I'm just saying.
This
so,
is the way that she talks.
and with
the same
men,
tone,
they have a
this is
little
how
bit
she
more of
talks
a
to them.
burden on them. So I'm not a mean person. Like if anything, I'm an animal lover. I'm that person. So I'm very compassionate and caring. So if anything, I'm the one who will let somebody screw me over, and I'll apologize and let them deal with their demons first, because I'm a firm, strong believer in karma. So I'm not one of those people that has a smart mouth where he would want to punch me in the face. Now, if it's a different situation, somebody that I don't care about, that's different.
Jackie
But-
said, "What's your sign?"
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, she's a Taurus. We had Tiana say you an Aries. She got it wrong. She's a Taurus.
No, I'm a Taurus. I'm an earth sign. One thing I'll admit, I am stubborn. I'm stubborn as hell. And that is that goes with my sign. But when I love hard and deeply, and I really care about people. So that's one thing about me. But
what's your flaw?
I try.
What's your flaw? You fucked up somewhere. Cause listen, you animal lover, archaeologist.
I told you I'm stubborn.
That's your biggest flaw.
I can
Stubborn
be
is
sensitive.
stubborn is
fucked up.
especially if you super stubborn,
No, it can
super
be fucked
stubborn,
up.
like your way or no way.
Oh no, it's not that. No, it's when I really firmly believe it. Like I'm steadfast when it comes to my belief system. When it comes to caring about, just morality and like certain things like that I'm just like, I won't budge in and do certain things, or
like a political
when it comes to
debate,
my family and stuff like that.
like a political debate. Like far as like if somebody be like, well, I'm a Trump supporter. No, I'm going for Biden.
I mean, that's me and that's them. I'm not gonna fault somebody for what they really like. I'm gonna think in my head, you're a dumbass, but I'm not gonna like not be their friend because of that. But
ain't gonna block you for you not you liking what I like.
Right.
But it's more so like how that recent thing came out with what's her name talking about being submissive in a relationship and all that kind of stuff. I completely agree with her with that. I have no problem like being submissive to a man that I feel like can be a leader. But if he's just a straight up asshole that's just like controlling, that ain't gonna happen. No, I'm good. Like, that's not gonna happen. So I completely agree with her on that. Every woman wants to be submissive to a man that knows how to be a man. But if he ain't shit, he just want to tell you what to do, yeah, it's not gonna fly.
Makes sense.
Round of applause that, Tops. It makes sense. Definitely.
I don't see it as a form of weakness at all.
Oh, shit.
So that's the whole thing. Like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out like when people say flaws, it's like maybe I'm sensitive. I can be sensitive. I try not to be. Is that one?
It could be. I don't know. I was thinking more like you got a deformed toe or something like.
I was thinking more like you got a corn.
Yeah, something like
my toe might be a little fucked up
or something. Like.
Actually, no. I've gotten compliments on my feet,
I
don't like my feet being touched. I don't. Only when I go get like a pedicure or something is when people get touch my feet. But if a guy's like, "Oh, let me rub your feet," no, I'm good, babe. It's okay.
You don't get your feet rubbed.
Reddy, you like feet, right?
I was just going to say
I'm a foot man.
I was going to say, bro's a foot fetish type of nigga. Like,
I suck toes and stuff.
Ew, damn, TMI.
Yeah, no, I don't like my feet being touched. I don't want them going in anybody's mouth. That's not a...
Bro, you just
ever tried it?
Bro, we smoked together. Why would you say that?
You're lost.
Fuck.
You're lost.
Like, I share blunts.
Y'all
like,
about to make me
I
snort.
feel like you're on Pineapple Express. He's like, we just smoked, bro. Dude, we share J's.
You're lost.
We got her snorting.
Fuck.
Yeah, it happened.
I thought I was tripping, bro.
Nah, she's a true animal lover.
True. The animal came out. Me and you sharing that fucking thing. You talking about you eat feet. Matter of fact, let me roll the next one.
Don't say you eat feet.
Facts. I don't even like pig feet. I don't eat none of that type shit.
Oh, well.
Oh, my God.
Jay Watkins says weed tasting like toe jam.
Facts. What the fuck?
Oh, my goodness.
Wasn't the only thing that got ate.
So what do you guys look at like when you first meet a woman? Like, what's your first physical attraction?
For me, I like titties and toes. So, you feel me? Titties and toes, and then a smile.
Well, it depends on what woman you're meeting, because you're gonna go to her best tribute.
Levels.
Yeah, it's different. It's different levels. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know.
So y'all are telling me when you initially meet a woman, regardless of like romantic interest, you don't look at like physical attributes. Like, damn, like she's my boss, but she got some big ass titties.
Yeah, I do.
Of course.
Fuck yeah.
Who doesn't do that?
So when you,
I didn't even get to say what the fuck.
Who doesn't does that?
That's why I said it's different for everybody. You're gonna have something different for everybody. Like for one girl, it might be she got a big ass. Like, damn. Then the next joint gonna be she got some big titties.
Yeah.
But it goes a big difference because everybody, you just not gonna be attracted. Like, okay, just because you got a fat ass doesn't mean that I want to sleep with you. Doesn't mean that I want to talk to you. Doesn't mean that I want to marry you or any of that shit. You could just be a girl with a fat ass.
What makes you attracted to a woman? Like
her vibes.
Yeah, it got to be a lot of things. It got to be a lot of things combined.
That's the whole.
Who said vibes? You said vibes?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's everybody.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the vibe.
Let me tell you. Okay, all right. So let me tell you. I met this dude in New York, and he was just like, "I'm gonna tell you this: all niggas ain't shit.
Damn.
All of them ain't shit." And I'm just like,
"Where this nigga from? What part of New York this nigga from?"
Had to be.
He had to be dark
from Brooklyn.
It gotta be a Brooklyn ass nigga.
It had to be a Brooklyn nigga. I was getting ready to say that. It had to to be a Brooklyn nigga. Shout out to my Brooklyn niggas though. Nah, man.
Was he dark?
Y'all my favorite haters.
Was he dark skin?
He's like, yo, you can't trust niggas. They all dogs. You know what? What they
like
want?
nigga.
Pussy. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm like, there are some guys that are stimulated and get hard off of more than just a pussy. Like some guys have to have a woman that's intellectual, or maybe she's a go-getter, or maybe she's really sweet and gentle. Like there are different things that it's just about pussy. Fuck that. And if any guy don't tell you that, he's lying. He's a fucking lame and he's a liar. I'm like, really? So they don't exist? And he was just
was super aggressive.
Yeah, hell yeah. That nigga was trying.
God damn, was that nigga trying to make a rap album?
Did he hit you with a whole bunch of Beast Queens? And
dogs. These niggas pussy dogs. I'm telling you.
like, what the fuck's going on with this nigga? Peace Queen.
He was really saying that.
You got to respect yourself in your temple.
Yeah, he was just like, you can't. He's like, look, I don't care what you got to say. I got a dick. I know I'm a man. You don't. So all I know how men think. I'm like, so you speak for all men.
He was on the Steve Harvey shit.
I think I'm friends with this nigga on Facebook.
Block that guy.
I think I'm friends with yo. I know this nigga.
He on some sabotage shit. That nigga trying to sabotage.
And I'm just like, you're trying to convince one woman that genuinely does not think all men are trash to think that they are trash. He's like, well, I'm just telling you, like, niggas ain't shit. Like, you know, all they want is pussy. Pussy, you know, runs the world, and, you know, they're going to do whatever for that. And he was like, it was basically a conversation saying that all men cheat. And I was just like, all men don't cheat. Like, there are some men that just, they're satisfied, or they just don't have the urge to do that. And he was just like, nah, fuck that. Like, if a guy's in the industry, if he's a ball player or a rapper, he's going to cheat. And I was just like, that's not necessarily true either.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't think so. I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think that was just some making shit.
I think he was taking a long way to try to get some pussy. Me personally.
That's like a nigga cracking on your girl by telling her you cheating.
Bang bang Henny gang.
Who this?
It's Maj, bro. What's up, bro?
Maj, what up, Brody?
Only way, Maj.
Round of applause, Maj. What up, Brody?
Chilling. What's the vibe, bro?
Damn, you all right, Brody?
You sound like you sound.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, liven up a little bit. We got the lovely Ebony.
Yeah, I think it's just woke up.
Oh, you just woke up?
Oh.
Yeah, I just came back from a birthday party and I was all tired and shit.
Okay, man. That's what's up, bro.
Thank you for waking straight up, calling in, patching in, saying Henny at the dark. That's big love right there. Nigga wake straight up like, yo, let me call the bro, see what the fuck shaking's up there.
Right.
Feel me?
I woke up. I was like, see if y'all love and shit.
Yeah, man. You know, we
we in here chopping it up with the lovely Miss Ebony.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm chilling.
I'm
chilling, man.
That voice on.
I'm chilling. Now, Miss Ebony, Maj is one of our young. How would I say a local? Not to say local. One of our short.
You got to be like.
Can't even put him in it.
He's one of our young upcoming artist /
mogul.
Producer /
like he's mogul. Like
he's an entrepreneur in all aspects.
I do engineering, videography, photography, in there, everything in the book.
Yeah, this little bro. This our little bro right here.
Jack of all trades.
The man with the plan.
The man with the plan.
Okay, nice.
At a young age.
Very nice.
You know, I got bored and I made y'all that thing. I draw y'all like that.
Hey bro, do you have any more apps open on your phone? You're coming in a little bit choppy.
Oh no, it's probably just connection.
All right, all good. Yeah, we can hear you though.
Yeah, I seen the
I liked it.
The layouts. I like them too.
Yeah, I liked it.
I like them. I got to send them on the top so you can put them up there. I definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for that email. I would have put them on tonight. Yeah, they're sick.
I like them. Shit. I told you if you ever get bored, keep fucking with it.
You know, we accept all graphic works to promote our local brands, to promote our local artists, everybody that's doing things, everybody that's moving. We don't mind promoting. We don't mind advertising for you.
We got you.
I mean? We got you.
Tiana's giving you a hard time in the comments that you just woke up.
You said what?
They saying you just woke up, hop straight on the phone.
Yeah, man. Oh man, for real.
We really out here thugging. That's what
I always drop them before like every Sunday I got tapped in.
Hey man, we appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, bro. The table is still waiting for you, man. If you
What
got some
Chastity
shit.
said?
What she said?
Man,
I gotta toast it.
He sound like he probably had an STD in his lifetime, I'm sure.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
bro, they frying you, bro. The mosh pit's going in on you, man.
The mosh pit is not doing well right now.
What he saying, yo?
Yo, he say he sound like he probably had an STD in his lifetime. So I'm sure.
Maj, you gotta hop in the mosh pit and you gotta holler at and reply to the
you gotta fight, you gotta shoot back, B.
You don't do that
shit. Damn.
Oh.
Hey yo, don't do it,
man.
Come on, man.
That's so mean.
Yeah, he said that's fucked up.
I mean, because he sounds sleepy? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure this out.
No, they said that. No, hold up. We
was that
it was a
prior
delayed
combo?
post. He was talking about the dude from Brooklyn.
Oh, good.
Okay. Good comeback.
Now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense.
Okay. Good clarify. Good
Hey,
clarify.
my fault, Maj. Hey, shit. This shit, I'm about to say this shit escalated.
That was before the call.
Yeah.
Hey,
don't go fighting her. Don't go fighting her, Maj.
Listen.
Okay.
Word to the comments. You gotta type that a little faster. You can't be typing and get stuck on the sentence.
I'll take
5 minutes to
the
finish the
blame.
sentence.
Hey,
I'll
yo,
take the
I'm
blame
about
for
to
that
say,
one.
yo, that was Top's fault, yo, because he say, wow, look at what charity, right? Chastity spray.
That's my bad.
Hey, yo, now, Maj.
Todd's fucking up again.
Todd's fucking up, yo. Listen, hey, Maj, you say you would like to come, you want to come up, man. You can pull up, bro. What you got for us?
Yeah, we got a seat for you.
Pull up tonight.
He said, "Pull up tonight."
Man, listen, bro.
When you in motion and you in traffic,
holla.
Oh no, I'm far. I'll come next Sunday for sure, bro.
Okay,
All right, we'll
catch
set
you
it
next
up. We'll set
Sunday.
it up then. Definitely patch in with
Yeah,
you, bro.
bro. Let me get a little guest spot on there. You feel me?
All right. Well, get your thing together, bro. We'll talk throughout the week,
and we will be in contact.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you hopping on.
Thank you for calling in.
And as always, thank you for tuning in to HADXXX. Hop back in the mosh pit. Only way Maj, y'all.
American flag back there.
That's the only way Maj, y'all. The only way.
We forgot to tell you.
The one at home, the only way fine. You feel me?
You heard.
Big tough stuff.
You heard.
Yeah.
All right, Brody.
All right, bro.
Did he hang up? I bet you ain't brushed your teeth when you woke up. I bet that.
Oh my gosh. I'm enjoying that American flag you got back there.
I bet that.
The flag.
Yeah, it matches my outfit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what most Trump supporters have in their yard out here.
Gotta let them know where we're at. You know, got Maryland got the American.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point though. If someone has an American flag in their yard,
they're usually a Trump supporter.
They're a Trump supporter.
Really?
Right?
That really makes fucking sense to me.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does. It do.
It's kind of sad though.
Remember
it's
his
kind of sad.
little stance, make America great again, so they want to take back their America.
That makes
Remember
sense.
when he said something during the debate that everyone was like, bruh, okay, because he made a reference to when America was great or take it back to how it used to be.
Mm-hmm. The good old days.
You know. Yeah, the good old days.
The good old days.
You know, the references. So where I live, it's like that American flag means you pretty much are probably a racist prick.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Which is really sad, you know.
That makes really it really
that
fucking makes
escalated
sense.
fast. Real fast.
Like unfortunately, usually when they have the American flag, if they don't have that, it's either a combination of that and we support the police or support our troops, like stuff like that. It's combined together because they're usually like pricks and racist, and they don't really want to admit that they are, but they are.
It's pretty funny that we live in a time where the most offensive sayings are 1, make America great again, 2, Black Lives Matter, and 3, all lives matter.
That's
That's
a fact.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Those are the most
It's
offensive
crazy.
things you can
It's
say
really
nowadays.
Right.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Are you a rally type girl? Do you go to the marches, protests?
I haven't gone to any of them only because where I was at the time when everything was going on, I was like traveling and in and out of places. But I've been protesting since before all this Black Lives Matter stuff happened. Because like I said, dealing with history, I try and like teach the Black folks and preach them about being involved in the historical process. Like you can be a history teacher or at least teach your kids at home proper history, or at least our history, because what they're teaching at school is complete bullshit. Okay. And it's not true. So it's like my professor, actually, one of the professors that really inspired me, he was an older white gentleman and he was really, really nice. I loved his class. He taught historical archaeology and he was telling me about a dig site in New York. And he was just like, they unearthed a mass gravesite of slaves. And the unfortunate part is there aren't enough Black people digging them up. There's a whole bunch of us. And he's talking about himself. He's a white man. He's like, there's a whole bunch of us. And we need more African Americans in the field so you guys can tell your story. Yeah, so everything is portrayed the right way.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, because if a lot of white people find all of this historical, diggings, then they can tell the story however they choose to tell it.
They interpret it the way they see it. That's how it is. So when I try and tell, my Black friends and counterparts, I'm like, look, you guys get into history. You can even, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can volunteer. You don't have to be an archaeologist to go to dig sites. You can volunteer and help dig. They'll teach you what you need to do. You'll do light work, but still you'll be involved. So it's like, I try and tell people it's important to know your history. It's important to get involved. It's important to do these things. And, even if you want to do like, if you want to be a history major, for anybody out there that wants to do archaeology, anthropology, history major, museum curation, your base salary will be like $73,000 a year.
Shit.
Base salary. If you want to be a forensic anthropologist, $100,000. If you want to do like archaeology, depending on if it's a government job, $80,000. Like it's not like you're making $15,000 a year or 20. It's not like you're not going to find money or make money doing it. Yes, you'll make money doing it, but you just have to put in the work. But they're not going to tell you that because they don't want you to tell our story.
Exactly.
So you have white people interpreting our history, but you can't get mad at it if you're not participating and actively trying to be a part of it.
So in your class, how many Black people are in your class with you? That's your
2.
Versus how many white people?
And is that you included?
Everyone else.
Everybody else.
No.
Then you have a big class.
Including me 3. But I can think of consistently, like in my classes for my degree, there was two others. And wow. I don't even think they were anthropology majors because you know how you can upper level division classes, you can take like electives or whatever. Yeah. I don't even know if they were anthropology majors. So wow, it's very important because there are like no Black archaeologists.
Crazy, bro. When you set and put that into perspective, like who are the people that's finding and telling the stories?
White people.
And then we have
and then
no
you have
choice.
To have white people that are interested in finding our stories. Are they really interested in telling our stories?
Exactly. Like that's crazy. Never thought.
I saw a post the other day. People don't even believe the media. So how can you believe history?
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? But no, I do believe history though. I do believe history. So.
No, I mean
it is. It's amazing. History is really exciting and fun.
But that post is true in a sense though.
But you're absolutely right. Like I understand, the African American community being outraged at certain things that aren't portrayed correctly. But if you're not actively trying to change that or get involved, how can you complain? I feel the same way about how they complain about police and they complain about, what's going on in the government. Everyone's like, oh, well, the government isn't for us. I was like, okay, so when are you going to run for office? When are you going to teach your kids that you don't have to be a ball player or a rapper? You can be a police officer. You can be a teacher. You can be a doctor. Like all these people that are in our communities, instead of complaining about it, infiltrate the system. They're not stopping you.
Great point.
That is a fucking message. Drop a bomb. Round of applause, her, and let's do some fucking shots. This shit just went from X-rated to story time to the jewels and gems. And
she made a lot of good points there.
But like, yo, I'm feeling it. Hey,
like you can't be mad at people rewriting history if you don't want to write the history yourself.
I'm
exactly.
Yep.
Like I understand people want to make money, but they don't do enough research to understand that you can make money in any field if you really love it, and if you get like immersed in it, like you can find a way. Like I had a classmate, her sister was like, if you think about it, an art major. Someone's like, oh, I'm an art major. You're like, oh, okay. So what are you going to do with that? Like most people think that.
So when are you going to grow
up?
Let
me tell you, an art major, if you want to go to any city and if you're like, want to look at somebody's artwork and you can tell them, okay, I think this was painted by such and such at this period of time, you can get paid millions of dollars just for saying that.
Just for saying it?
Yeah. Telling them like a historical art major.
Like an appraiser?
Yeah. Basically millions. Being like, yeah, I think it was painted by this person around this period of time and it should be worth this much. Bam.
Just by saying you think? Do you have to be right? Or on the right path?
Your certifications, all you have to do is have the resume that says you took these classes that told you know how to do this. Bam. Art history major. They make so much money. It's ridiculous.
Hey, send me a link. Send me a link to this shit. Help a nigga out, man.
Like art history majors, if you're an appraiser for art and all that stuff, like you can do that. Like you can tell people how much. Like, have you ever seen the pawn shop and I was gonna say that. When people go to these shows and they tell people how much their stuff is worth?
Antique Roadshow.
Yeah,
that was the old
that's
one
what
back
the fuck
in the day.
I was sitting here thinking about the goddamn name, Tops.
You get paid so much money for telling people this stuff.
God damn,
and
I can do that.
Joe Blow down the street, are they going to tell you you're wrong?
That's a fact.
So what people don't do, they don't research these majors. They just make assumptions because lawyers, doctors, bio majors, like they automatically, those are the ones that are going to make all the money. But you can really make decent money appraising stuff and telling people how much you can make off of this stuff. And no one's going to tell you, oh, you're wrong.
Never fucking thought about that shit, man. What the fuck?
Hey, all types of ways to get it.
All types of ways to get it. That's fucking... So, do you have kids?
I'm going to tell you another... No.
No kids.
I have dogs.
All right. About to say, because they're going to be lit.
Another thing about that is I also, with anthropology, I took a linguistics class. And it was really... I'm surprised. I love the class. It was really fun and exciting. So it was basically... You guys know what linguistics... for the classes?
Do tell.
It's like the root of languages, like interpreting like all different languages, but learning the root words of them.
Rosetta Stone.
Okay, so for example, if aliens came down and we have no idea their language, you would get a linguistics expert or somebody that's in linguistics to help decipher their language so we could at least figure out what they're saying.
Oh, you would find some educated people to make some shit up.
It's not making it up, but it's kind of like what they did. Okay, so when Europeans came over and met natives, what they had to do was decipher from, and it's the same thing that they do with Egyptians with hieroglyphics and words and signs and symbols. It's kind of difficult to explain, but in the classes they teach you how to basically decipher their language to correspond with our language. So it's really interesting. And I was surprised that I actually liked the class, but you can make a lot of money doing that too. Like if you work with the FBI.
So they are teaching you how to decipher what the aliens are going to say? Or are they teaching y'all how to decipher what Egyptians other people say?
Yes. They teach
it depends on what your assignment is, but from the base of what they teach you, from like, and it's all like, it goes down, but from what they teach you, you learn that to figure out and somebody that you don't know their language, whatever their language is, because to Europeans, natives were aliens.
Right.
They've never seen these people before. They never knew their language or whatever. So imagine having to decipher their language to fit yours.
They was making up shit. Yeah, they was making up shit.
Yeah, you just took
they was making up shit.
They made a language.
Of course, I'm quite sure
that's the theme of tonight.
Yeah, they made that shit up.
They was making up shit.
But you have to understand, if traveling from Europe to the Americas was years, you're stuck over there. So you have to figure out what they're saying. It's not,
or make up
I figure out what they're saying and bring it over there. You have to figure out what they're saying because you're there now. You live there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to interpret.
It looked like he got them in compliance. He made them know what they were saying.
Yeah, that's what
this gonna mean.
I'm quite sure that's probably
follow
what
it up.
they
This
did,
gonna mean eat.
Yeah,
food. This gonna mean eat.
I get what you're saying, and I understand. I understand the broad spectrum of the course, but they made that shit up. They in there making that shit up. Be like,
I think it's like you guys have to understand that the natives at the time when you first land, they had the power,
right?
Because most of the Europeans were sick and dehydrated because Europeans didn't have water.
Yes,
they probably half of them was like on that deathbed.
Yes, true indeed.
Yes,
because this was a long
travel.
Yeah, so it was mostly out of hand gestures and the natives being friendly to them. And this was probably like the third or second front because when Europeans first came here, natives weren't fucking with them. Like they attacked them. They did.
Of course, as they should.
As they should, yes. They attacked them. And it's kind of like trying to figure out what somebody is saying. Even if you don't know if they're good or bad, it's kind of like, and of course, over the hundreds of years, it's changed from what I've learned. It's kind of like symbols and root words. It's different now. I don't know what they used to teach like, hundreds of years ago, but it's symbols and root words. But it's really interesting how they try and teach you now. And it's kind of like, not necessarily the words, but the methods that you try and use to interpret a foreign language that you've never encountered before. So it's really interesting. But all in all, as somebody who studies linguistics, like you can basically go overseas or work for the government or something and make hundreds of thousands. Like,
are you bilingual?
Really good money. No. The crazy thing is, I took Spanish and French. I took 3 years of French and I took a couple years of Spanish. And I can hear things and like know what they're talking about, but I can't speak fluently. I would love to go back to French though, because I love French.
I like French fries. I was about to say, I really like French fries.
That's a good shit.
I love French though. French is really nice.
I like French toast too.
I had French toast this morning.
Me too. I made some homemade French toast.
It was good.
Wow, that's hilarious.
That shit was great.
That's crazy for real.
What kind of bread did you use?
I use honey wheat.
I love honey wheat French toast.
That's what I made mine.
I think mine was just on regular matter of fact,
I
think it was potato bread.
You got to get that cinnamon swirl bread.
Specific kind of bread to make.
I think it was potato
French
bread.
toast.
Now that I think about it, that shit was good.
It's like the really thick bread that you're supposed to use.
Toast.
The Texas toast bread.
Yeah, the Texas toast bread.
Yeah, it's like really thick bread that you're supposed to use.
Mm-hmm. But I think mine was the potato bread. That shit was good.
Yeah,
that shit was hitting.
What else do you use to make your French toast?
I use egg, creamer, cinnamon, nutmeg.
Okay. You kind of know what you're doing.
That's about right.
Google says you're supposed to use a brioche
Googling
bun.
how to make French bread.
Got to use that brioche bun according to Google.
No, you put a little bit of weed in there, and then you got something good.
Damn, that's something. Right.
Got that infused.
I've never seen no French toast made with a fucking bun.
You love cooking? What's your favorite meal?
What does the bun look like?
I gotta Google that one.
I don't know. It depends on my mood, but I love Italian food. And second would probably be Mexican food, or like maybe American version of Mexican food. But the real Mexican food is so good. But yeah, I love Italian food. That had to be like my favorite.
Damn, that sounds good. What did he say? He used Sara Lee pound cake for his French toast.
Shit.
Like I'm telling you, there's so much different kind of bread that you can use for French toast, but you have to have vanilla extract, and you have to have some kind of like powdered sugar that you put on top.
Yeah, I
need that vanilla.
I definitely put the sugar on top. I definitely had the powdered sugar. I don't even know about the vanilla.
Powdered sugar, and put some fresh fruit on top too. Really good. With some syrup. You gotta make it hot. But yeah.
Absolutely.
I was hanging with my homeboy, right? And he was dating this girl. And because me and him have been friends for a really long time.
You got a lot of lifetime friends.
Huh?
You got a lot of friends.
You know what? Honestly, I wish I had more. I really don't have that many friends. I wish I did. But But this one, wait a minute. Where did you get to have a lot of friends from?
Homeboys. You went on dates with this homeboy that you knew for a long time, and then
I don't. I have homeboys or friends, and then have associates. But this one is
what the hell happened?
Consider him a really good friend. Like he's never like tried to make a move on me or anything like that. Like
oh, your headphones died. Hold on, can you hear us?
He was dating this girl,
and
he was like, "Come over, we're gonna go out, and then in the morning she's gonna make breakfast. She can really cook." And he was. Am I not allowed to talk about it?
No, your headphones died.
Oh, you can't hear me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, it just sounds different.
As long
as
you can hear us,
I know if you can hear us.
Really don't like me tonight.
Yeah, I know if you can hear us or not.
Hold on.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Oh, okay. There you are. Yes,
all right, go ahead.
There you are.
Can you hear me now?
Sorry. Yes.
Good.
My headphones aren't liking me tonight. But
continue.
You heard that right out so fast. But yeah, he was dating this girl and he was saying that we were gonna go out and then she was gonna make breakfast the next morning. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, she's such a really good cook. He was like, bigging her up and everything. So the next morning she was like making breakfast and he was like, oh, I want, eggs with French toast and stuff. And she made breakfast. When I tell you those eggs were the saltiest shit I've ever eaten. I was like, oh, okay. And then she made some potatoes.
How she
but they were
eggs
burnt.
up? You said salty eggs?
Yeah, you can fuck the eggs up, B.
They were so
Yeah, I had some fucked up eggs before.
They were so salty.
Yeah, I can't deal with that oversalted
Yo,
egg.
you can definitely fuck it up.
Too much salt.
And then she was just like, oh, let me make some French toast. And I was like, what do you have for French toast? And she was like, oh, we got some toast and some eggs. I was like, so you just gonna dip toast in some eggs and that's how you gonna make it? And I guess she thought that's what was gonna happen. And she was like, yeah, right? That's how you make French toast. And I wasn't gonna let her set up. Like, I was like, girl, you need more than that.
I mean, essentially,
like,
but you gotta do more.
You got to.
You need more.
Got to do more.
And she was just like, what are you supposed to do? And I was like, girl, you don't have any like cinnamon, vanilla extract, powdered sugar. You don't got like, what do you got?
She ain't had none of that shit?
Oh, there's none of that. But she made it anyways, and he was trying to choke that shit down. I was watching him like, bruh.
You ain't eat
That's
it?
That's love right there.
You ain't eat it?
That was love right there. He was eating it. He's
no,
like, oh,
you didn't eat
good.
it? You didn't eat it?
I know he was lying. He ate it.
No, did you eat it?
Oh, no, this is what I did. I was like, I was like, okay. And I waited till they're like watching TV and I put it in the I was like, I can't eat this.
Hell no.
It was so bad. It was so salty and it was so nasty. I was like, he was talking about she can cook. I'm like, no, she can't.
Hey.
I'm not like a chef, like a professional chef, but I can do better than that. Damn.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Yeah, bro. Too much salt, too much the wrong seasonings, and too much of the seasoning or the right seasonings can fuck up your whole meal.
Yeah.
That's
they
a
really
fact.
can.
That is a fucking fact. Yeah, my sister said she was a beginner. Absolutely.
She must have been. I don't know, but he was bragging like, "Oh yeah, she works at Longhorn Steakhouse. She can cook." I'm like, but she's a waitress.
Man, you gotta believe. He believed in the dream. He believed in the dream.
Said she worked at the steakhouse, but she's a waitress. Talk about she could cook.
Yeah, she started again.
She worked at Longhorn. She could cook, but she's a waitress.
Hey, listen, that's what it is, yo. She be frying shit on the low. That's what she do. You hear me?
I was like, that's not it. And like breakfast is like one of the easiest things you can like,
shit.
Handle and make up. Because eggs, you just scramble them up. Do you guys prefer your eggs like a little wet or like extra well done with cheese? How do you prefer your scrambled eggs?
I want my shit done. I want my done with cheese.
I don't want. It don't gotta be. It don't gotta be super dry. But
I don't want
don't wet me.
I don't want nothing running.
Oh, nothing right.
Yeah, you don't want any like runny eggs. Like you're supposed to have some fluffy, maybe a little cheese, some seasoning on it, but you don't want to like tilt your plate and see water running out of it. Like
absolutely not. That shit sounds disgusting.
Yeah,
we don't do that here.
Apparently, in Australia, you're supposed to have them like a little wet and runny.
Well, God bless America. I'm from Maryland. I'm from Maryland.
Bruh, you said God bless America. Well, I agree with you because I was watching this one cook and she was doing it. I was like, those eggs aren't done. You know, I'm looking at the screen like, oh no.
Nobody got time for that shit.
Absolutely.
That's how they cook it.
Just thinking about that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Pretty gross. So I can't do that, but I definitely need something that's like, you know, so you guys don't have Waffle Houses up there, do you?
They skipped our whole state. It's really weird.
We had bullshit Waffle.
I mean, not our whole state, but like our area of this state.
Yeah, we had bullshit Waffle Houses locally.
We had nowhere.
I mean, not locally. Delaware,
really close to Salisbury.
We ain't got no Roscoe's.
None of that good shit.
Oh. So you guys, well, at least you guys don't have the. Oh, well, I'm trying to make it better and be like, oh, you don't have to stop.
No, I mean,
Roscoe's is pretty good, and Waffle House is really good.
It's interesting
nights when you come home from the club.
It's interesting that we're on the topic of breakfast because I wanted to go try a spot called the Mad Hatter Cafe. You know, and it's interesting. You know, I was told about this spot, and it's a local spot called the Mad Hatter Cafe, and I went to go try to have, you know, breakfast this morning for my birthday. You know, I told the guy, you know, I was gonna go check it out, you know, for my birthday breakfast and all that.
That's breakfast in town.
Breakfast in town. I go.
Got everything you want, everything you need.
It was not fucking open, man.
Oh, I love it.
What the fuck is going on, man, with the Mad Hatter, bro? Like, we just talked yesterday about it. Like, I wanted the breakfast. It wasn't open. I must have been Mr. Phone. Tops, could you shed light on this, bro?
I think they're doing renovations to the Mad Hatter Cafe. You know, they've been really, really good too. Really, really good breakfast. You just have to wait on it. I don't know.
Tops, you told me to call up here to the show Friday, and you knew this shit Friday. You ain't let me know this on Friday.
I didn't know. I thought it was open too, man. I didn't know.
All right.
So you called up here Friday and he told you it was open.
It was open. I assumed. What the fuck?
We were advertising for it. We were advertising for it.
Absolutely.
So, you know what happened? Saturday, it went in the renovations.
It makes sense.
Saturday, it went in the renovations.
But shout out to the Mad Hatter.
Shout out to the Mad Hatter. When you get back over there, we're going to need some complimentary breakfast
like
meals.
2 seconds.
Okay.
Go ahead, do your thing, love. And then on another, I went to Sage Diner. Sage has always been like my go-to for breakfast. I don't like Denny's and IHOP rarely, but Sage Diner has good breakfast food.
I remember when Sage Diner had 2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 pancakes for $2.22.
Sheesh.
That used to be a thing.
Where the fuck is Sage Diner at?
Right across from Taco Bell.
That shit used to be like the Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, the China buffet that motherfuckers was getting sick in and shit.
You kind of near the college.
Yeah, that shit is amazing.
Been
Has
there
not
forever.
let me down for breakfast ever. Good prices, good portions, food's fast.
Really good prices, yeah.
And it's good. Never let me down for breakfast. So try.
I was just thinking, like, I'm
Try that
hungry
out.
now. I'm ready to get something to eat.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Hey, listen, is Gabe? I seen Uncle Gabe in here. Is Uncle Gabe barbecue jumping right now in the rain? Anybody?
I just was thinking.
That would be clutch. She got some shit.
Shout out to everybody that stayed down with Henny at the Dark. HAD. Thank you for tuning into the conversation.
Tonight was a different stream. let me thank everybody that tuned in, because tonight was a different stream. If everybody tuned in and everybody seen the bottom of the screen when it popped up, we tried something different tonight where we cross stream to a lot of
multiple platforms. We got Facebook, we got Twitch, we got Periscope, we got YouTube, we got Instagram, we got wherever the fuck you watching it on. That's what we got.
Feel me? And we working.
We working. Appreciate that.
So stay tuned. More big things to come in the future. You know, we got all types of shit coming. Can't let, as my man Lance would say, we can't let the cat out the bag.
Not too much. Oh, but listen, while we
can't let the cat out the bag.
While we are taking this, you
Is
know,
there any videos? Do anybody got any videos?
I didn't. You know, it's been a pretty quiet week, bro.
It's calm. Ain't nobody off the coronas.
Ain't nobody off the coronas this week, bro.
So they chilling.
But listen, let me take this time to talk about Related Intentions. Related Intentions.
Big.
The movie has broken ground. Well, how do we say that? What filming? We
just started shooting.
Started filming. Broken filming. and it is coming. It is a thing. I don't see it being stalled for any reason.
Schedule release date is looking good.
You know, and we are working.
Yeah, how did shooting go with that, man? Did you participate in that?
Amazing.
Wow.
That shit. Listen, it was funny. It was thrilling. It was like, yo, that shit. It's different.
Because I don't know if our guest knows, but these guys are starting in a movie soon, or starring. I don't know if starring is the right word, but you're in the movie, right?
We're in a movie.
Yeah.
You know, we in
movie stars.
Motion picture shit.
Yeah, we in a movie. You know, it's called Related Intentions. The script is available on Amazon. Yeah, so it's definitely dope. Something new, a new venture for me.
What genre?
Urban.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely a great storyline for the urban book lovers or anybody for real. And it's not a book or urban novel. It's a actual script. So
really?
Yeah. So
that's different.
Right. So it's the actual script that has been released, and people can follow the script and get familiar with the characters. So when the visuals come out, you can know exactly what's going on. It's gonna be dope.
That's pretty dope though. That's different.
So I got to do
That's
this
really
yesterday, Tops.
What you say?
Yeah, this is gonna be some dope shit going on.
Like that. Where are you guys filming it?
All over.
What kind of car is that?
We're definitely all over with it. But locally, we just shot.
It's cool, man.
Locally yesterday.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Can't release.
That's really brave.
We got to keep the cat in the bag.
Disclaimer. Okay. This is my disclaimer.
And this is in the movie.
You know,
it's part of the movie here. Mm-hmm. Wow.
One question I got for
you. Want to send it to me? I'll show the people at home. I'll show the people at home. If you want to send it to me on Facebook or something.
We don't do that here.
We ain't leaking nothing.
Yeah, due to
we don't do that here.
Contracts.
We can't leak. We can't leak nothing.
We can't do that.
But what I can say
I gotta
is,
know.
Is
what do you want to know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, when you guys are done talking about your film, I have a question. So when you're done,
okay. I just want to know: was it easy or harder than you thought?
When the lights is on and it's go time, it's either, you know what I mean, sink or swim. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all. Like, I don't script this shit when I come in here, so it's either sink or swim.
The bloopers is gonna be crazy. We're gonna
amazing.
Have a whole,
the behind the scenes is funny as fuck.
We're gonna have a whole fucking trailer of bloopers.
Yeah, so it's dope. Definitely dope. So go ahead.
What was your question?
Yeah, what's your question?
Okay, so who's gonna go first with this question? Who wants to? I'm gonna ask one person first. Who wants to go first?
Definitely Kyle.
Definitely.
Okay. They just volunteered.
Definitely.
Hey, Tops, I like how you put it on the right there.
Real sunk up.
Definitely Kyle. Go ahead.
Definitely.
What's the question?
All right. So, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
I don't know yet.
Okay, back to top. I mean, back to Kyle. Tops.
You gotta decide. Time's ticking. Time's ticking.
I don't know. That's
you know they got parties going on down here. I was looking on my Instagram. People are already throwing parties. I already got my costume set up. So next person, you gotta figure that out.
We don't. Honestly, we don't dress up.
I'm dressing up. I haven't dressed up. They gotta speak for themselves. I'm dressing up. I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
I am too. Like, I'm going to get into it this year, but like I don't do that shit.
I'm gonna dress up.
I don't have no like, oh my god.
I'm gonna fucking dress up.
I think the Halloween episode will be on November 1st. That's close enough.
I might be fucking
dress up
Eric Medina or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna dress up.
Fun. You have to dress up.
So
it's a moment.
What are you gonna be, Sticks?
You guys gotta do something.
I'm gonna come in that bitch like Mr. Clean.
I can see that.
That'd be great.
Bitch, I can see that.
I'ma come in that bitch with the tight white tee, the motherfucking blue jeans, the big super Timbs tied up to the tight.
Had the fucking music tops.
It's going down, nigga. I'm coming that bitch like clean, nigga.
You gotta do it,
nigga.
bro. You gotta do it
Make
now.
sure nigga get the super shiny shit to put on my shit. Bro,
I'm gonna keep looking at him like that now.
Ebony, it's so fucking funny because this nigga,
I'm going to do it.
Yo, he can actually do that. Pull up Mr. Clean. Pull up Mr. fucking Clean, yo. He can do that. I never thought about that, bro. I like how you came in the clutch with that one. High five.
Yo,
I'm definitely going.
That nigga freestyle game is on point tonight. Look at this nigga. He can do that.
Bro, I'm gonna be Mr. Clean.
Are you gonna have the earring?
All that
Does
shit.
he have the earring?
I'm gonna be all that shit.
Take your hat off.
No, I'm not doing all that.
That would be perfect. Do that.
Take your fucking hat off. Yo,
that.
Bill Baker looks like him too. Put Bill Baker up.
Yo said Bill Baker look like him too.
Put up Bill Baker.
You gonna be Bill Baker?
Yo, funny as shit. Yo said put up Bill Baker.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all are hilarious.
And I'm gonna dye my
I'm
eyebrows
telling
silver
you, Halloween
too.
is a moment. And
Yo.
dress up, be crazy, do it.
Hell
It's
yeah,
fun.
bro. Always
Do you guys
good.
have
Ow.
I know here they do Halloween Horror Night and
Yes,
they
Danielle,
have
the
like
hat is Burgundy brand. Go ahead. Halloween Horror Night.
Shouts
they
out
have
to
that here
Burgundy
because they
brand,
canceled
for the
it this
Burgundy
year,
brand.
which makes me very sad. But I've been going every year since 2002. But do they have something that you guys do there? Like
They got one they have a Fright Night in Baltimore and in New Jersey, Six Flags, that I know about.
So what is it? Is it like a haunted house or is it just a party?
I never been, so I'm assuming that it is just a Halloween theme event with roller coasters and rides and all that.
I want to go to a haunted house. Didn't you go to a haunted house? Is that shit lit?
I'm going again.
Fun.
Where is it?
In Glen something.
Have any of you ever been to Halloween Horror Nights?
No. Do tell.
I really want to invite you guys next year. Hopefully it's going to happen to come to Halloween Horror Nights. And it's when Universal Studios takes the whole park and they turn it into, they have scare zones where it's outside and you walk into different themed areas and people will scare you. And then you have rides that they convert into haunted houses, but there are certain rides that are still open. But you just mostly go for the scare zones and the haunted houses. Last year, like, not even last year, like every year that I've been, they have like themes. One year was like all the slasher films, like the guys from the slasher films.
Yeah.
And it was like Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, like all of them were in one house together and you had to walk through it. I'm gonna tell you the scariest house that I ever went through that they had there was called like the miners, like the miners tunnel or something like that. And they gave you a hard hat that you had to put on and there was a light and you would walk through and they only let 2 people go at a time, like through the house, and halfway through your light flickers and goes out. So you have to like feel your way through.
Wow.
When I tell you,
nigga, that's too
so much
shit be
fun.
too real.
That's dope. Somebody getting shot.
Shit be too real. That's what I'm saying. Shit get too real.
Somebody
Shit
getting
crawling
shot.
on you and shit. Shit get too real.
So
What happened if
much
somebody
fun.
freak out? You probably got to sign a waiver to go on that bitch.
This is my
It was
disclaimer.
so much fun.
Man, there
But
are
you
some
do that
haunted
before you
houses
go
where you
in, like,
need
they
to
talk
sign
to you.
waivers.
Right.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah,
the haunted
they
houses
talk
that's
to you
too
before you go
much.
in.
Like, it's too much. Like, listen, this is letting you know, like, this shit is getting ready to be really real. Really real.
But
This is going to be
so
borderline
much
scare the
fun.
shit out you. You going to have a safe word. Get the fuck up out of there.
You gotta have a safe
Y'all,
word.
I
Like,
felt
yo,
so
hold,
bad.
stop
One
this
year
shit.
I was with my
The fuck?
friend and I pushed her and I said, "Take her," and I ran.
Oh wow.
Pushed my friend.
You sacrificed your friend?
Damn.
Niggas ain't shit, B. I swear
Take
to
her.
God.
Niggas die every day. Fuck her. Take her.
All right, I'm about to play a video. This is
Like that
supposed to
one white
be
girl that always falls down. Like,
this is supposed to be America's scariest haunted house. You need a doctor's note and you need a waiver.
This is bad karma.
bad karma.
Put the bitch in the casket.
Why would you sign up for this?
Oh, they got one out. They got a casket out where
Somebody just pissed on her. Oh no.
Pee on me.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, I can't take the physical contact.
Yeah, that's too far.
I'm gonna get physical.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that
They-
because
hey. Damn.
I'm just gonna leave the sound
I can't
off.
do that.
Yeah, that. Oh, is that real? Oh, nigga. Oh, she's screaming.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm not doing nothing like that. That's
nigga.
That's too much.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's too aggressive, nigga.
Get the straight.
I don't mind seeing Universal. It's safe. It's commercial. People are like, you know, the kind of like they jump out at you, that thing, but it's not like they don't touch you or anything. But
that bitch had her gripped up.
But the houses are themed after movies.
Damn.
So you know what movie it is. Like they may have like the Leprechaun but it has to be like, it has to be Universal movies. So I remember they had like Stranger Things was one year, like I said, Jason Voorhees, like, you know, Michael Myers, Killer Clowns. Like they have themes every year. So you can go online and see what it is. But I think it would be so much fun for you guys to go out there.
Dope.
It'd be a good time.
Hey, so listen, we're gonna have to set something up. That would definitely be dope. And I definitely never been to Florida, and I am on board for it.
Yeah.
So let's make something happen.
We need to do that.
We
need
definitely
to do that.
We can
Maybe
do that.
record reactions.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Dope.
Definitely be
That
dope.
would be really fun.
Lady.
I'm good at smuggling booze into the park.
Oh, we lit. Oh, we definitely lit.
I smuggle them all the time. I got like 4 flasks. You know, I had to put them in my titties like right here, and you know, I stick them like in the side over here, and I do a lot.
How many can you fit in the titties? She's counting.
Like 4.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know how to smuggle them in. So, because you know, at theme parks they charge you like ridiculous prices for like alcohol. Like they give you that much alcohol, and then the rest is like all juice, and they're like, "Oh, that's $20." No, you just sneak the flask in, and then you just, you know, buy, if you need one, a chaser there, and you just go through the lines and, you know, have fun.
Y'all heard what she said. If you need any liquor snuck into the theme park, she is a smuggler. She will get 4 in for you. Don't ask how, don't ask where, just know she got you.
You'll get it in there.
She got you. This is the lovely Ebony from
Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
Orlando, Florida.
He was buffering.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
He just started buffering. Like
I apologize.
He went blank.
I got hot. I got hot underneath for this hat. And
It's
shit.
probably because you got a lot of shit going on right there.
Got hot under here. But listen, this was definitely a dope conversation. Thank you for tapping in to Henny at the Dark. Thank you for
a lot of things today.
It definitely was educational. It was
super informative. It was so informative that I'm gonna have to go back and watch this.
Absolutely.
Because of some shit that I missed. I was like, damn.
You dropped a lot of jewels, a lot of gems, and keep doing what you're doing. I respect the grind. I definitely respect what you got going on.
Salute the excellence.
Black excellence at its best.
Guys.
So, and listen, I hope that you do find some shit. So when you do find some shit, come back here first.
And let us know that you
we want that.
You dove and found that shit.
Listen, we want that exclusive interview. Remember,
okay,
black people.
Okay.
And the white guy.
And the white guy. Black people and the white guy. We want that first exclusive.
Like I said, black
Definitely.
But yeah,
I'm really happy you guys actually take interest.
Hey, hell yeah. But in the meantime,
we got kids that need to know the future.
Absolutely. So
Yeah,
anytime that you would like
definitely.
to come back and drop some more jewels off or just kick it with us, tap in.
I'd love to. Just invite me. I really enjoyed this. This is nice.
We're gonna have a reunion.
Right, courtesy.
Yes, please.
Courtesy of
This
you.
is a
Well, listen, since
reunion.
you all shy and you came up with the idea, you'll be the host
Really?
of the
Alright.
reunion.
Yes. Yeah. I'll do it.
All right, so a lot of Henny and shit.
It's gonna be a lot
Yes,
of
I'm
ratchet
in.
teams.
I'm in.
All right, so make sure that you tune in to Henny at the Dark. You can jump into the mosh pit and watch the rest of the show if you would like to.
Okay.
And, interact with the rest of the fans and the viewers. Let's get into these HADXXX hours. Before you go though, let's take some more
I need to get to
shots.
talking nasty. I can't show my label, so
Shit, I just
I'll
showed
pour it
mine.
down here.
Show your lead.
I just showed mine. But hey, want to take one?
You guys are definitely a pleasure.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tapping in. Hop into the mosh pit. Let's get this thing
Give Ready a beat.
Let's get this thing going.
Give him a beat.
Night, guys.
See ya.
Night.
Man, listen, bro. I don't want to.
Give him a beat.
Why? I don't want to rap. I don't know.
Yo, you need to rap, yo, because I'm tired of going through this shit with you every day.
Bro, I'm not feeling
You
inspired.
got a headband on. Fuck that. You got to rap.
Give him a beat.
I'm not inspired right now, bro.
Give him a beat.
I haven't had enough.
You got to give him.
I haven't had enough.
You got to have the feeling of J No. You got to respect the grind. Go J No, go.
Go Raddy, go Raddy, go.
It's a lot of pressure. They told me to go off. I'ma do. I heard the dog bark. I'm so inspired. Eight tops to beat fire. I ain't no liar. Respect the grind, attire. Most famous is flyer. Yeah, you know what's going on. Yeah, what's your favorite song? Yeah, you know. Hold on,
Go J No, go.
Hold on, bro. Bring back. I say go J No. I say go J No. I'm trying to hit the club, trying to shut some love. What the fuck?
You gotta start it with RTG on my forehead.
RTG on my forehead. I don't know, Tops. I don't know, man.
You gotta show the headband. Respect the grind.
Hold on, I ain't trying to show the hairline.
Respect the grind.
I ain't trying to show the hairline.
Don't disrespect the hairline.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron. Fourth ring tonight. In the top studio. You know what we gon' do. HAD is the crew. Yeah, we know how we move. Go ahead, baby boo. Go ahead, get loose. What the fuck with your tooth? There you got too loose. Jerking on that Henny juice. Got a nigga feeling right. Tops where it's going down. I'm trying to come through the night. Yeah, we on
You got
site.
that Kanye West flow going, boy. Okay, college dropout shit.
A little bit. I feel a little inspired now. Hold on. Yeah, Henny shot is going. No, I cannot stop flowing. Where we all going when the party got going? I don't know, man. I'm done with it. I'm done with it, man.
Once again,
We'll figure it out later.
thank y'all for tuning in.
We'll figure it out later.
Another episode, Henny at the Dark.
It's episode
HAD.
18, man.
Episode 18, we moving. Feel me? We working. We building.
Something different, man, you know.
We appreciate the lovely Miss Ebony
For tuning in.
for coming through. She dropped hella jewels. She gave
Definitely.
hella knowledge, hella culture, hella
Just black excellence.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Should have been a lot of motivation.
Dope.
She talked about a different walk in life,
Yeah.
a whole different path than what the norm is around here or the norm is in the day-to-day. So, hey, salute that to everybody that's out there. Salute what y'all doing. To everybody
Absolutely.
that's moving. Salute y'all. To the haters. Fuck you, but I still salute y'all. You feel me?
With a big middle finger.
We love you, girl.
That's how we
love
salute
you.
you.
We love you. Bang, bang, Henny gang. Good night.
We out this bitch. Fucking give me this beat back one more time, Tops.
Bang, bang, Henny gang. Who it is? If you want to be an official member of our Bang Bang Henny gang, all you gotta do is subscribe to our Patreon right here. Subscribe to it. All it takes is $10. Just $10.
Two $5 bills. All you gotta do is go to our Patreon right here and spend two $5 bills, $10. Become part of Henny Gang. Become a sponsor. Get shouted out as a sponsor every Sunday.
Man, listen, we are here, we live, we lit every Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Y'all can get in on the action with us, man. You want to see us more? You want to be involved more? Tap in, tune in. MF Reddy's gonna be here. MF Stick's gonna be here. J Luck gonna be here. Tops is definitely gonna be in the building. So
That's right, guys. It just takes $10. Do you like the show? You like what we bring to the table every single week? Just takes $10. Be a part of Bang Bang Henny Gang. Be an official sponsor of the show. Get a shout out every single week.
Become part of the Henny Gang.
All it takes is $10. Subscribe to our Patreon.